Wow, what a new intro. Okay. Alright, today we have everyone here but Richie.
Rip.
Welcome to Dumb People vs. Movies.
Episode 7.
Wow, this is a disaster. Okay, introduce yourself, everyone.
I'm Blake.
I'm Weston.
I'm Sean.
I am Wylie.
Do you want to give credit where we got our new intro from?
Well, we got our new intro from a
You don't know.
from a YouTube video off of YouTube. So
We'll source it. We'll
video
source it
on
in the
YouTube.
notes.
if we can find it.
They said we
Write
could.
it in the description.
Yeah, they said we can use it.
Did they actually say that?
Well, we'll ask them later.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness.
It's
All
true.
right.
Okay, so anyway, today we're doing The Circle, which just came out last weekend. With Tom Hanks, Emma Watson, and then also Wylie's pick, District 9. So, but before that, we're going to Blake News. Play the clip.
What?
The Blake News
It's
clip.
not in here yet.
Oh, you're going to put it in the end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the clip is already played by now.
Yeah, by now. The clip is already in.
You heard the great clip. So, okay.
So professional.
Alright, Blake.
The first news story is the Affleck bros, Casey Affleck and Ben Affleck. Shit.
Can't believe that.
Mark
that. What time is that?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's
I'll
not a
censor
bad
it.
word.
Okay, I'll get the
It's
censor
not even a bad
sound
word.
effect.
Watch your profanity.
145.
Wylie will do that.
Ben Affleck and Casey Affleck could be playing in a new movie called Triple Frontier that's being rescued by Netflix from Paramount Pictures.
Ugh.
It's a crime thriller, which sounds pretty interesting. This is going to be their first co-starring together since like 1999,
Oh, wow.
and both of them are actually really good actors right now. This Triple Frontier pretty much fell apart. It had Tom Hardy and Channing Tatum at one point, which the Hardy hype train. Sadly, he's out. It would have been better, but you know. What do you guys think about a movie?
Wait, is Ben Affleck directing it?
No, he won't be directing. He'd just be acting.
So
What do you guys think about him and Casey Affleck are going to be in this movie in a crime thriller? What do you guys think
Casey
about
Affleck's
that?
a lot better actor than Ben Affleck is. Yeah, he probably is.
Well, it's a crime thriller, but what's
He acts in more Oscar movies though. Like he acts in Oscar bait.
what's the
Just
setting?
one. You can think of one movie.
Yeah, man, it's just about to see. He's gonna be in that. He's gonna be in that like the Ghost Story or whatever that one is.
Well,
Coming out
that's
this
probably because
year.
he's a better actor.
What's the setting of
It's a
the
crime
movie?
thriller.
I read up about it and I didn't get that far into it. Like
Triple Frontier.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what's like. It all it just said was it was just a crime drama or crime thriller.
Well, I mean,
if it's a crime thriller, it'd be interesting to have
It'd be
both of them
interesting
there.
to
They're
see
both really good
nonetheless.
actors right now. So
I'm interested. Sure.
Wylie.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, what's one good movie to have like co-stars in there? You know,
Like
Hardcore
most
Henry.
movies.
Hardcore Henry.
Are you just asking what's a movie that had good co-stars?
Well, let's
no, a
see.
good movie with co-stars in there.
A good
Like
movie.
almost every movie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Listen, dude. You know what co-stars is?
I think he's asking if there's.
I'm
brothers
talking
that
about
the movie
like you know,
compares
like a
good.
family. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Like brothers? In a movie?
Like a brother,
You know, like Step Brothers.
and another brother, or a son and a father.
Like
But they're not-
You
are
know,
they
that
brothers
kind
in
of
the
thing.
movie?
Like
I don't know.
actual,
Like that-
no, but they're
that
brothers in real
movie
life.
we
That's
just
what-
watched.
That's
No,
what,
I
that's
know,
what
but
I
he's-
thought. That's what
are
I
you
thought.
asking?
That
He's
movie
asking
we just
about
watched
real
about the
life.
boxers.
No, he's asking movies.
Yeah.
What am I
They weren't.
thinking
They
of?
weren't
No,
brothers.
no.
No, but like
actors
the
themselves.
actors,
The
like
actors themselves
were
are
family
brothers.
related.
I feel
Like having like a duo or whatever. and
Okay,
stuff.
well, how many actors are
You
there
know,
that
like-
brothers and sisters in acting?
That's a lot.
or
Well,
father
there-
son kind of thing. You know what I mean?
There was
Something
one
like
I
that.
saw. There was
Like
one I
Mary Kate
saw.
Ashley.
It was a Western, and it was Donald Sutherland and his son Kiefer Sutherland.
Ooh,
They-
Kiefer.
I like those actors a lot. And that
Oh,
movie was pretty
Forsaken?
good. Forsaken,
name.
that was it.
I
That's a
haven't
good
seen
movie.
that
Huh?
yet.
That's a neat name.
Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland.
I know.
Yeah.
It made me laugh the first time too because I like to think
He's a
it was
really
like
good
the
actor,
Kiefer yogurt.
There's probably a top 10
24.
list about this.
Yeah.
Probably.
About brothers acting in a movie together or siblings.
Will Smith, Jaden Smith, Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, that's true.
Also After Earth.
Okay,
Yes.
but no, we're talking like good movies.
This is a good one. Billy Ray Cyrus and Miley Cyrus.
I thought-
Hannah
Oh my
Montana the
gosh,
movie.
dude,
Let's
that's
go.
true.
That's a great
the
movie.
entire Hannah Montana
5 out
series
of 5.
TV.
Good.
This is a-
good times.
It's a 5.1 out of 5.
This is a mother-daughter movie.
Was it Pursuit of Happiness good to people? Like that movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Daphne and that one guy in one of the Scooby-Doo movies, they were married. That counts.
Daphne and who?
I don't know.
That reminds me.
Well, if you're going with married,
guy.
like Wes Anderson's in movies, a lot of his wives.
The Star Trek TV series Deep Space Nine, there was a doctor and there was another lady, a security chief. They were main characters in there. They were both married during the time.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
What's that one show? Honey
forgot
Boo
his
Boo.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Danny, are you serious?
Michael
Mother-
Scott, Steve Carell's wife, isn't that?
Oh, true.
Oh, that's true.
That happens a lot. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's his wife's in
Carol or something.
His wife's in Seeking a Friend for the World too.
Yeah, why can't his wife be Holly though? Like that would make way more sense.
Oh, there was that one Charlie Chaplin film. I think it was like The Gold Rush or
All
whatever.
right,
But that
these two?
actress, they both
Yeah,
got
yeah.
married. Yeah, which was cool.
All right.
The second one's about Alien 5, which was going to be written by Neil Blomkamp, and Ridley Scott said, was it going to be written and directed by Neil Blomkamp?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Well, Ridley Scott says it's not happening is dead, which Alien 5 was kind of a weird one anyway, because he wanted to make it a sequel to Aliens whenever Alien 3 is already a sequel to Aliens.
Well, they were just going to basically say Alien 3 and 4 don't exist.
Well, they should have done that anyway.
Well, exactly.
But,
That's why they were going to do
those
it.
two.
but they calling it Alien 5, so obviously 3 and 4 existed.
No, they weren't going to call it Alien 5. They're just calling it that for now because it would have been
the fifth Alien movie.
Yeah, but that's definitely not what they would have called it.
Yeah.
If they actually made the movie, why would they do that? That's not what they
They're
would have called
dumb.
it.
The last two prove that.
They
so-
wouldn't. Yeah, but they wouldn't have called it Alien 5 if they actually made the movie. That wouldn't make any sense.
Well, Alien 5 was going to
Because
star.
that is true, because they call all the other, like Alien 4 Resurrection. And
Yeah.
Alien 3.
I think it was just called Alien 3. I think it was.
Yeah, it was
just
just called Alien.
It was just called Alien.
Alright, I'm
Okay.
looking it up.
No, I think I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm looking it up.
But Alien 5 is going to be set after
It was called
Aliens.
Alien Cubed.
Okay,
No,
that's
stop.
even
It's
worse.
Alien 3. You idiot.
No, Alien. No, it has a 3 in the corner.
That's even worse. Like cubed because
That's how they have it in the.
Well, I mean, the prison they're in is kind of shaped like a cube, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, Alien 5 was going to be set after Aliens. It was going to have Hicks and Ripley Scott, obviously. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that her name, Ripley Scott?
No,
Ellen
I know,
Ripley.
no, I meant
Ellen
Ripley. Okay.
Yeah, Ellen Ripley.
I was
Ripley,
like,
you got Ridley Scott.
Ripley Scott.
You
doesn't
got
sound right.
Ripley
What am I
and
saying-
Ridley
What am I
Scott.
saying here? Yeah.
Ellen Ripley, Ridley Scott.
But yeah, the movie.
That's a director, Ridley Scott.
I'm pretty sure all of us are big Alien fans here. I
I
know me,
just
Sean,
watched-
Weston are.
I just watched Aliens yesterday.
I need to
Well,
watch
okay,
that.
then
I wish I've
Aliens
seen it
not a
before.
huge one. He's not a huge Aliens fan though.
Who?
But
I love
no,
Aliens.
just kidding.
No, I really
I need
like
to watch
Alien.
all of them.
Alien Aliens are like one of the greatest sci-fi
I've been
films
waiting
ever
for
made.
4 years
Seriously.
for this next Alien movie.
Me too.
Oh, Alien Covenant.
Actually, about 5 years. I take that back.
But are you
Aliens
guys
got me
happy? Are you
hyped.
guys happy that this movie's canceled? I personally am.
Yes,
I think
Yeah.
it would have been confusing to have
because
Ridley
it
Scott's
would
Alien
have.
and this one.
What do you think
me-
it would have taken away from the other movies?
No, because it just would have made it worse. Because what they added on from Alien 3 and 4, it was just like I just felt like okay, like Alien 3 wasn't as bad,
No, Alien 4 is bad though.
but Alien 4 was terrible, and I was like, okay, where is this going? It's they were just,
Alien
it's
4,
like
they
were,
like freaking resurrected
but
her.
it was
I mean, that's
almost
why
like
it's
they were
called that.
bulldozing the lore without even them.
Okay,
knowing.
so what if they
Yeah.
just canceled Alien 3 and 4?
So,
and
wait,
made a
her
new
character
sequel?
died in Alien 3?
What do you mean?
That's what this
She
Alien
did,
5
yeah.
would have been.
I haven't seen 3 or 4. And
Yeah.
I don't care
So
anyway,
Ripley dies in Alien 3, but Alien 4 is about them. It's 200 years in the future, and they make a clone of her
But they make a
that
clone.
somehow still has the Queen alien
Yeah,
inside
it's-
her, which doesn't make any sense.
It's
But you know, it doesn't really
Exactly,
matter.
so-
Queen Alien and what?
So with
Well, the third one, the very end of the movies, her jump like the Queen alien pops out of her chest,
yeah,
Ooh.
but she grabs onto it as she's falling into molten lead
yeah.
to kill herself because she was going to kill herself, so this Queen alien couldn't reproduce anything else.
Gosh, I remember
That's kind
how
of dumb.
messed up that was.
And then Alien 4
Watch it.
just okay.
a mess.
But I think this is a good choice because, first off, I'd rather have Ridley Scott directing Alien movies instead of
Yeah,
Neil Blomkamp.
that-
No offense to Neil Blomkamp, but
Well,
I'd rather have Ridley
Who
Scott.
did he direct?
That
Like,
Chappie.
Oh, he was one of
He
the
did District
Chappie
9.
and-
Did he do District 9?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did do District 9.
He won it.
But Chappie's bad. Like he's done one good one, one bad one. So
in Elysium, which I guess
two
is
bad
okay.
ones.
But
Yeah.
I just
It would
I
have made
get-
it like confusing because
Probably.
having two alien.
You know, they're
movies,
still
it's-
going to make this eventually.
maybe eventually, but
They're
Ridley
definitely
Scott will
gonna
be
do it. Maybe even
directing
after.
it
They
Even
might.
after
instead.
Ridley
He'll be
Scott
writing and
dies.
directing it.
Ridley Scott's old, man.
He's
gonna die
89.
pretty soon.
How?
He's really old.
He's
He's
gonna
in
I
his
stay
just
with
looked up
forever.
his age.
He's
He's
still
like
good director,
80
though.
something.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
in his
live
80s.
forever, so.
He was born 1937.
79.
Oh, so
So
he's
he's
still got like
60s.
Why did
20
I
years
think
left.
89?
Me and Wylie just looked this up earlier. The average U.S. citizen, avenage American, lives for 78 years. So he's
89.
in bonus years.
And
now.
if you're Native American, you're probably already done.
Well, it's a good thing he's not Native American.
The Native American average is like 68.
No, that's in South Dakota.
Oh, and just in South Dakota.
Well, I mean, they have nothing to
Technically
live for over
38,
there.
but-
So.
Yeah, honestly, like what is there? Like
Wheat.
Okay, how are we getting?
Wheat.
Hills.
wheat.
Is there hills or plains in South Dakota? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just like flattened wheat.
I will say they are going to make this Alien 5.
Like I know
I don't
they
know if
will.
they'll make it like that though. Like,
Yeah.
They
I mean,
will-
I'm more
no.
interested in this.
That's a
whole
good
South
idea.
Dakota.
Whole thing-
I think he
thing
will
is
make an
Sigourney
Alien
Weaver.
5.
Ah!
Probably, I don't know.
Like
I'm
a
more-
Hey, let Danny
No, no,
finish.
okay.
Let Danny
Okay,
finish.
I'm sorry.
No, would you rather see Alien 5 if they're going to do a sequel movie where it takes place after Alien? So would you rather see it after Alien 4, or would you rather them just scrap Alien 3 and 4?
Well,
and
they
make
should
a
have
sequel to
scrapped those a
Aliens?
long time ago.
That's
But
what
I
they're
don't know.
gonna
I don't
do.
know if they need to make a sequel to Aliens. Though they should just do another like group, like they're kind of doing.
But that's a
with these
prequel. though.
prequels, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to make a sequel movie to Aliens. So would you rather see it after Aliens or after Alien 4?
well, obviously after. Aliens.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're going to make the movie at some point.
But it's
So what
probably
would you
going to be
rather
different. 'Cause
see?
this whole thing is like betting on
Oh yeah, it'll probably be different.
Sigourney Weaver and the guy that played Hicks being alive.
That's true.
Still.
Yeah.
They might do. I think
Because
it'll
they're both
still
pretty
happen.
old. I mean, they're not older than Ridley Scott, obviously, though.
Like even Ridley Scott could do it after he does Covenant, and then
Well, he's
he
got
can do
like
another
five.
one.
He's got like five movies in the works right now.
5.
And the next Alien movie's already written too. So
Yeah, I think he has another prequel after this one, and then he could do it.
We'll see.
I mean, I love Aliens.
I mean,
so-
I would still see it.
I trust
Obviously.
Ridley Scott.
Oh, yeah.
obviously. Yeah, obviously.
Well,
I mean, I watched
I don't know
Alien
if I
3
would
and
trust
4,
it.
so-
We'll see.
Sure.
We have to see this movie.
I trust
I
Ridley
think
Scott.
what keeps
Okay, he's made one good one and one average one, and then he's also made Blade Runner. So and a lot of other movies.
out of his
are-
recent
really
movies,
wanna see
out of his recent movies, he made
Okay, yeah, he's
The
made
Martian.
some stink. Okay,
He
that's
made
good.
The
That's
Martian.
good.
Martian was
Yeah, but The Martian was basically they fired the director right when the movie was starting, so all he had to do was they had the script, they had all the sets ready,
I mean, the script's a book,
and he
so-
just came in and like directed the movie, like basically just like was a ringer. And then the movie did before that was Exodus: Gods and Kings, and that was horrible.
that's solid.
That was horrible,
That's
terrible.
It was
Oh, that's-
average.
I-
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
like that
It's
movie.
Just a horrible
It's
movie.
really good.
I did
I
not
don't
like
know.
it.
Exactly. So
Yeah, I get
we'll
that.
see. If Covenant's really good, then yeah, he can do it. But
If
Well, that's
there
really
was
good.
something historical wise that he did good on, it was Black Hawk Down and Kingdom of Heaven. I like those movies.
there's one news story I guess we can
man, yes.
go into because it kind of is on the same topic. So they're making Indiana Jones 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and Spielberg's directing.
Again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's coming
So,
out.
He directed 4 too.
But it's like
Oh,
2020.
he did?
It's like
Yeah, he directed 4.
I didn't know
2020?
that.
Didn't he direct 4? Or did he
I'm
just
pretty sure he
produce it?
directed
I'm pretty
4.
sure he directed
Because,
it.
He worked on the other one.
Him and
he-
yeah, he's
Lucas
worked all,
wrote
he's
the
directed
script,
all of
though.
them.
So.
yeah,
We
Lucas
still
wrote
have
the
that
script.
charm.
That's why it's so bad. So.
Well, I mean, it did have the fourth one didn't really have any charm.
I actually don't even know if I saw 4. Maybe
It was
I did. I
okay.
don't know.
You've seen Crystal Skull.
I don't know. I've only seen the first one actually. So
Yeah, get caught.
Dude.
You gotta watch the other shit.
The
How
Last
have you not
Crusade
seen
was awesome
these?
too. That's worth your time.
Raiders of the Lost
Doom
Ark is
not
still
bad
the
either.
best, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well
Danny has
obviously.
seen
It was not the greatest out of the three.
No,
yeah,
Temple of
so
Doom's the worst
this is
one
the
out
same
of
thing with
3.
Ridley Scott. They're both old.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Spielberg and Scott are both old, and their hit movies were back in like the 70s and 80s. So, how do you feel about Spielberg doing it?
Well,
after all?
I mean, Spielberg's directed.
and the last Indiana Jones movie did was really bad.
Well,
The last one,
It all.
I
it
actually kind of like it
depends.
better.
No,
I just know
four-
he's working on.
four-
I just know there
Nah,
are
I
other
don't know.
projects that he's working on that
I
I'm
thought it
more
was-
excited about.
Spielberg?
He did Band of Brothers, the HBO TV shows. He helped with that, and he's working on another one. Right, he did the Pacific with Tom Hanks as well. Tom Hanks was producer, I think. The Pacific. It's about
Pacific
the Marines
Front, yeah.
fighting the Japanese. It's
Pacific.
another HBO
Oh, okay.
TV series, and he's working on another one. It's called what's it called?
Did he just
The
produce
Mighty
these?
Eight.
Did he produce these or direct?
I think he's directing.
Really?
I think I could be wrong, but I know he's working, and it's about a B-17 bombers.
Oh,
flying
that
over
already
Europe.
came out. I heard that was bad.
No, it didn't come out.
No, but the
Where'd you
problem.
read it? No, where'd
The
you see
problem
that?
with Indiana
It didn't come
Jones
out.
4 was that it just went completely bonkers.
I just
Like,
like.
In what way, though?
The ending is so bad.
I know.
Like what? An alien, a CGI element. It's just
Okay, the
other
CGI
ones-
was bad.
like the other ones have supernatural elements to them, yes, but nothing like that.
Wait, okay, I haven't seen it, but doesn't at one point like He actually survives the radiation thing from being in a fridge.
Oh yeah.
That was stupid. That was the stupid.
That's how the movie started. You knew what you were getting into right as the movie started.
Yeah. He survived.
I was okay with the whole alien thing.
There's a thing in Fallout 3 where you find a skeleton in a refrigerator.
Oh. Yeah, I love that Easter egg.
It's hilarious.
It's the best one.
Yeah, so these are both related stories though, because you have old people doing movies from
doing good movies.
But at least it's
I think Covenant looks really good.
Covenant looks really good.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But we'll see.
But the thing is with Prometheus, like why people say that's not good, and it doesn't have an alien in it.
Yeah.
Till the very end of the movie, and I think that's what made people really.
We'll talk about it later or after.
I haven't seen Prometheus, so don't say
fine.
Fine.
Oh, well,
it's okay, but we'll have a nerd talk on aliens.
I know aliens in there, but
alright,
I just don't like details.
I think we rambled enough about.
Hey, it's not rambling.
Guys, ready?
We're done.
Move on.
So now, now to a review of The Circle.
I am a believer in the perfectibility of human beings. At The Circle, we can finally realize our potential. When we are our best selves, there isn't a problem that we cannot solve. We can cure any disease, and we can end hunger. Imagine the human rights implications. The possibilities are endless.
Your payment, it was for $78.13 and the bill was for $78.31. Thank you.
You got the job at The Circle.
Have a drink, have a good time, and stay excited. You're at The Circle.
Hello, May. How are you?
Jared here. I'll be doing your training.
When I first started, it took me a few weeks to really get the hang of it. Believe me, you're doing fine.
You should come visit me at work sometime.
You might think I was there to clean the toilets. Everyone really likes you.
Your work's been exemplary, strong ratings, but your absence at several events.
Sorry, my dad had an episode and I was home helping out.
Is that related to his MS?
I've been looking into your parents' situation, and I have an idea. I was thinking it would make sense for May's folks to come on the Circle Health Plan.
I want to say how much I value what you've done for my family.
May, you're a valued part of The Circle. We care about everybody you care about. May's only been with us for a few months, but she has made quite an impression. So, May, do you think you behave better or worse when you are being watched? We have cameras in place all over the world right now.
Watching you.
We used to go on adventures, we used to have fun and see things, and now it's all filtered through this. Does this really seem okay to you?
Watching you.
I didn't create this. This is not what I had in mind.
Watching you.
Things at The Circle, they need to change.
Watching you.
Everything recorded, seen, broadcast is stored and analyzed here. They can use it however they see fit, no matter what it's cost.
Knowing is good, but knowing everything is better. So, May, is there anything you want to tell us?
Wow, what a trailer.
True. Retweet, yeah. Yeah, pretty neat.
Which trailer was it?
Wow, what a terrible movie.
Okay, no, don't give away your
Don't give away your bias.
Wow, what an unbiased opinion, terrible movie.
So, The Circle, let me read the description.
Yeah, it's a good description.
The Circle.
Savage.
Whoa, okay. A woman lands a dream job at a powerful tech company called The Circle.
Walmart.
Only to uncover...
More like Google.
More like
Facebook.
Apple.
It was Facebook.
It was Apple.
It was
It's
Facebook.
more Apple.
Only to uncover a nefarious agenda that will affect the lives of her friends, family, and that of humanity. It's definitely Facebook. It's a social media site.
More Google.
It's Facebook.
Yeah, it's actually kind of more.
But it's definitely
It's
social
Facebook.
media.
It's social media.
Is
But I
she the
think-
one that uncovers the agenda, though?
I guess so.
I think the
No spoilers.
Okay.
I think the technological.
Hey, that's not really a spoiler.
I think the social aspect is definitely Facebook, but I think the technological aspect is definitely trying to be Apple with all of their new technology and stuff,
I'd say Google.
like the cameras and stuff.
No, but it's more.
Oh,
it
Google's
was
more to camera stuff, honestly.
this movie is more software based. Apple's more
I
hardware.
guess, yeah.
So. Like
think it was
everything's on
more
the cloud.
software?
Yeah, we didn't
servers,
see.
internet.
Yeah, all that.
It could be Microsoft.
But like
Everything's connected. You can go to one place and get
I
everything.
guess,
It's definitely
yeah.
Google. But the social media part was kind of like Facebook.
They're breaking so many laws, but
anyway, so we'll give our thoughts.
Non-spoiler section.
Yeah, non-spoilers. Sean, how about you start us off? Give us your thoughts.
My thoughts. It was crappy, but I liked the potential.
Yeah, you can stop it. That it's crappy.
I liked the potential it had. The concept, I thought it was actually really cool, and it kind of felt me like, when you like with the meetings and everything, you were kind of thinking, it's kind of cool how the environment was.
Yeah,
the environment they give you.
The setup is really good.
The setup, but the dialogue, it just felt crappy.
Yeah. All right, we'll save it. We're gonna bash it. Don't worry. All right,
don't worry.
unless someone liked it. Weston, what do you think?
Like Sean said, it had a cool concept, good setup. It had so much potential in the beginning, and then it just kind of fell apart after that. And I'm not going to spoil, but the ending really got me, like, in a bad way. And so, it was just, I don't know. It wasn't good.
I agree with everything they said. The only thing is, like, I think it does a really good job, especially with those meetings. Like, even though the dialogue's bad, it does a good job explaining what people actually think that some of these behind-the-scenes meetings could be like, and what they're afraid of it being like. What they're afraid that these big corporations can do. Like, it does a good job explaining why people are afraid of like the future like this. Because there's a potential for a kind of future like this, especially with Google and Apple and all these that we've already talked about. I mean, they have enough money to buy the world, basically.
All right, Danny, do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first? All right, so. Without giving too much away, this movie was probably in my top 5 worst movies I've ever seen, if not top 2.
What's your number 1?
The dialogue.
What's your number 1?
It could be number 1.
You
That's why I said top 2.
There are worse, honestly.
Okay, but anyways, the dialogue in this movie fell so flat and short. And there were just like awkward pauses that you would think famous actors would know how to avoid. And I just don't understand how you can make a movie this bad.
Yeah, the cast of the movie is really strong.
Tom Hanks, is that Kristen Stewart?
Yeah. No, we
went
with Emma Watson.
Emma
Emma
Watson's
Emma
Watson. You don't think she's a star?
She's a star.
You don't think she's a great actress?
But she was
what is she in?
She
played Harry Potter,
but she's not a great actor.
Harry Potter's not known for great acting.
Yeah,
it's known for its source material.
But they're famous movies.
Well, the books are way better.
Yeah, they're famous movies.
But like as you said, Tom Hanks, and I think that Tom Hanks was probably acting wise the best character in the movie.
Definitely the best.
Well, and he's bad too. So
exactly,
he didn't have much
the best
screen
character.
time,
No, he didn't.
Let me say this: I do think he had the best line in the whole movie.
He did,
which was at the very end.
But we're not gonna. We'll say that later. But he did have the best line.
Danny, your thoughts?
He killed it.
Killed it.
Yeah, I disagree with all of you. I love this movie.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm sure. No, this movie is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for spoilers because I want to bash this movie so bad.
too.
Me and
Oh my
Wylie
God.
came out, and we were just like, I was really excited that we watched this movie because I was just so excited to bash on it.
Something.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
The dialogue's bad. I don't think I haven't seen Emma Watson in much, but I don't think she's a good actress just for how bad. If you're a good actress, there's no way you can be this bad in a movie.
Yeah.
And she's so bad in this movie. I feel at times you can just see her looking at a camera. Like I feel like you can just tell she's on a movie set. Like especially when she's in the water and the kayak.
Oh,
you can just tell.
No. Like, okay, we'll move on. We'll move into spoilers.
Are we moving to spoilers?
Yeah, we'll move into spoilers.
Yeah, we can't wait.
No,
we can't wait. We can't wait.
When she's in the kayak.
How about no? Okay, let's do this. Are you talking about the very beginning of the movie?
The very beginning. The very beginning.
We'll go in order. We'll start at the beginning.
When she's in the kayak and she hears the phone ring, and then she stops. And the stop that she stops is so awkward. It just looks like she just like gently places down the kayak, picks up her phone, looks at it, puts it down, and just starts paddling again. And I just don't. It's just so awkward, and it's just something you have to. I would honestly say watch this movie just so you can make fun of it. Like that's how bad it is.
I can't recommend it because there are times in this movie that I just.
Like cringe.
Like I was like laying down, I was trying to fall asleep, but it was like so bad that I couldn't fall asleep.
It did get boring, yeah. It was a really boring movie.
But it's not like a boring movie. Like,
and it was way too long.
It's not boring. This movie should not be an hour 50 minutes.
Hour and 50 minutes, yeah.
Maybe if the...
I thought it was over 2 hours. Oh. It's not over 2 hours?
Hour and
it feels
50,
like, yeah, it feels like it.
It's over 4 hours?
What? It's over 4 hours?
Yeah. Is this Lord of the Rings extended edition?
Honestly.
Yeah, no. So we'll start at the beginning.
We'll start at the beginning. Start with the fact that it has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And
that's higher than it should be.
Yeah, honestly. Like,
some people like this movie?
I don't think so.
17%?
17% of critics like this movie.
With 66 reviews. I don't think anyone should like this movie.
But, like, let's say just to set up the whole movie is... It's a good concept of, like, one tech company trying to take over everything.
Executed so poorly.
Yeah.
And it's almost at this point, like, there's this article in The Ringer that I was reading today about it, and it just... Like, when this book came out 4 years ago, it's based on a book, and apparently the book's really good. About this one company taking over. But apparently back then, even 4 years ago, that seemed like way futuristic of this one company taking over. But now today it feels like this actually could happen.
Yeah.
Like, in the next
like,
few
honestly,
years, one company just taking over every social media and everything.
It like never really says if it's past, or I mean, if it's obviously not past, but if it's present or future. I think it's looking a couple years into the future just because where we are now, we still have, things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter that can never do something like they're doing without their opponents doing it and then coming one step forward. That's just like the capitalistic like marketplace balancing itself out. But like now with this, they talk about like democracy and capitalism, but I don't like. It's just ironic how they do that, considering they're like obviously.
It seems like they're the supreme ruler.
Yeah. So let me ask. Yeah, Wylie brings up. How much did you think this was like? 10, 20 years in the future? Do you think this was present day?
I thought it was like maybe 2020.
I think I'm gonna have to say probably.
Because you said they talked something about like districts, almost like Hunger Games.
They did. Remember when they was talking up there? You said something about District 14.
Yeah.
District 14.
Yeah, 9 districts.
Like
agree.
already. The person that was running for mayor or governor was like running for mayor of District 12. District 12. I think District 14.
But then they mentioned
no district.
I thought that was like that cities have districts.
Yeah, cities have that. So like
I think they
each senator has a district.
Because then you have to think about her friend. What was her friend's name?
No.
She was a friend. Oh, I have to travel to Australia. I have to go to Germany. I have to go to this. So there were still countries. They weren't recognized.
I don't think it was like Hunger Games
not,
bad, but it was weird. Like they don't talk about any competition the company faces or anything like that. Just like
that was the part I found fun. It's almost like they already dominated Apple and Facebook,
which isn't democracy. And
so
we're talking about democracy.
So we need to just talk about how bad Emma Watson is in this movie.
Okay, can I just bring up my worst part with Emma Watson? The very, very end, looking at the camera.
Oh yeah!
Hello. Her laugh was like this. Hello.
and then they zoom out, and they're like, "Wait a second!" They're like creeping on all these people.
We should save the ending, I guess. But I mean, unless you guys want to talk about it now, the ending was awful.
Oh my gosh,
the ending was so bad.
No she walks out of the building, you think she's gonna save the company?
Yeah, she makes it worse.
She makes it worse.
Like her whole idea of like, this is all effed up.
Yeah, and we don't ever find out.
We need to go further.
Well, that's
we don't find out what happens with the CEO and the.
Well, they definitely went away.
That was the best part. That was my favorite line where Tom Hanks. Look, we're so fucked.
We're not bleeping anything. That was in the movie.
It was in the movie, but it just made me. That was the only line that made me laugh because I remember just sitting there and I was just like, all I could think of because hearing about ACA closing, I'm comparing that to this situation. Yeah. You know, Walshamont being exposed for all this stuff. I'm just.
If you don't know, our school is closing.
Our school is closing.
It's another high school.
The school we all went to high school with is Ambassadors for Christ Academy, or ACA, is officially closing down. Very sad.
Please look them up and give them a review. But anyhow, no. But my whole point is like the ending, like because when her friend died, I was thinking, and when she said she's going back to work, I'm thinking, oh, is she gonna try to. Like, even though she wants to quit and she sees all the bad in it, I was thinking she would give up, but she's like, no, maybe she can turn things around. But it was just so poorly.
But do you think? But then that also thinks. Do you think that was all just like cynical? Like she just said that, and then in front of them.
I think she meant it.
No, she meant it.
She was definitely sad. She was at her home for 4 days.
Yeah.
It's not like she was just like...
obviously she was sad about it.
Yeah, then why do you think she was being cynical about it?
About how you say she still wants to further the company.
Oh, no.
I think she said that just... I would argue that there's another point that you can argue that she's just trying to be...
Yeah, she was
just
being,
trying to do
she
that.
Was, she was just to get on, and then as she
Yeah.
put the things on them, and then, you know...
And another thing you were saying, Tom Hanks' line, the
We're so
effed line, the we're so effed line, didn't fit Tom Hanks' character for me at all. I don't think that line fit his character, like, in my opinion.
He said that? Okay, he said that. But he's already going live, so everyone can still hear him say that.
Yeah.
So why would he even say? He's like whispering it? What's the point?
Yeah. That's a good point.
He's still on live camera. Why is he doing that?
Unless he has some...
I mean, it was still funny nonetheless.
Unless they have some fancy technology kind of mics where he can choose to mute it at his own will.
But then that would
that wouldn't work.
say it's
Then,
in the future.
I mean,
but it is the future. I'm just saying. You can make up all kind of...
I think in a better movie, the ending would have been like chilling, like she couldn't even do anything about it. But the movie's so bad, the ending just doesn't even feel in place.
Yeah.
I don't think the director knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
with this
it doesn't even feel like a movie apart.
Nothing was built upon. With
It feels like the beginning, she's some innocent girl, and then you kind of, I guess you kind of, you don't even no. You don't see her. You don't see her transformation into her buying into the company. You kind of just all of a sudden there's another scene and she's bought into the company. Especially, my worst scene, and all of them are bad, but the worst scene is
Mercer. That's the guy's name, Mercer.
Okay, no, that's your worst scene.
Yeah, I'll
talk about. No, my worst scene is in the boardroom. When she's live streaming it.
Oh my god.
And
that was so bad.
She's like, wait a second, I have an idea. And they're like, oh, May, what do you think? And then she's like, what if we did this, but we took it one step further? And he's like, what? I didn't think of that. Keep going, May. And you see Tom Hanks like, lean back.
Oh, yeah. No, hold on. We fell on. But go on.
No, that's how this company was built, one step further.
Yeah.
Good thinking, May. What do you think? And then she's like, what if we did this, but instead we did this? And then everyone's like, oh my god.
Backwards.
And then her friend in the back who's like crying for no reason.
Yeah, she's like,
why did she get upset? I didn't get that part.
Why is she so mad?
I honestly think, I was thinking it was because, she purposely saw the wrong in the company, but I think she was just tired. She was feeling so much, her eyes were red. She's like gone nuts.
The thing with her is that she started to get addicted to speed.
Yeah.
Because that's what she had to use to...
Yeah, but what is that? That's so dumb, though. Why? Why can't it be like she was jealous of May or something? Or
Well, that's probably what
All right,
it was. I mean, that's what I thought it was.
I'll talk about my worst. I'll talk about...
I have a speed addiction.
Yeah, true.
Okay,
By the way, I'm addicted to drugs. Hardcore drugs.
One problem I noticed with the end, with the, little, secondary guy there. The
Mercer?
No, not Mercer.
No, the other guy that
Tom Hanks, and you have that young...
that guy.
He's a pretty famous actor, too, though.
Wait, Tom Hanks?
He did...
he did
Ratatouille.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
He did Ratatouille.
Ratatouille?
Yeah, Remy.
How do you know that?
No, he didn't. Did he really?
Yeah, he did Remy, yeah.
Wait, which...
I thought you were talking about the Fat Chef. No, I'm just kidding.
Chef Gusto.
They're making a live-action Ratatouille?
Huh?
They're making a live-action Ratatouille?
First I've heard about it.
But no.
Oh, and remember the... Okay, well, you can go.
But, he went off to shut off the lights. I'm like, okay, but what did that do? If this is live broadcast of their meeting and everything, and shut off the lights,
it was already too late.
You just basically screwed
And then
yourself.
everybody does the whole... No, okay, this is another big problem.
Because audio doesn't work when you turn off the lights.
Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going to give my two worst parts of the movie. And you just brought up one. And then everybody starts holding up their light.
Yeah.
Why? How? If this is in the future and everybody's so smart working here,
there's
a flashlight on your phone. Why would you hold it up the other way? Why would you not hold up your flashlight?
Because it looks cool.
Because it's bright and it'll probably...
It's supposed to look cool and get you all,
Okay, but so what if you had 1,000 lights shining up?
Yeah,
they probably just didn't have big enough budget to have a nice enough camera to focus like that. But anyways, and then my other main concern before you brought that up is when Mercer is walking in. Dany knows how terrible this was. We were cringing and laughing the entire time. When Mercer walks into the company.
This one was bad.
You're a deer killer.
You're a deer killer.
I don't kill deer. No, not that. But and then they start arguing.
I just harvest the antlers.
And just the entire dialogue between the two is just so
and why
so bad.
Mercer's a bad actor.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he's
okay.
bad. Like he's a bad part of this movie.
They're all bad.
Well, yeah, they're all. But him especially, like he's not good.
You can tell he's like trying to be emotional, but just like,
but he can't.
There's no emotion in this movie.
Yeah,
and people are trying to be emotional, and
okay, and I don't care.
The only emotion I felt
if you're driving to escape. And there's a drone right by you. If she's able to somehow talk to the I don't care what situation you're in, especially if you're driving just to get away from a bunch of wackos behind you who are trying to film you. Why would he look? Oh! Then I go off a bridge. Like, no one does that. I don't think anyone would do that.
Isn't it the drone that was coming at him that made him turn?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Why would you not just get the drone?
But he like turned so hard though. It was like,
why would you?
But
why would you?
And see, that's how bad this movie was. That was my favorite scene in the movie. At least there was some tension there. Like, is he actually gonna die?
That's true.
And it's so dumb. Why he's just driving away? Why can't he just talk to the drone for 2 seconds? So weird.
Yeah.
Just calm down, dude. But
it's like
he's like, no one can see me. No one can see me.
My other thing, okay, there's no way those people would have gotten the house. Why did he run out of the house?
Oh, yeah. He's like,
he just could have just hid in a bathroom in there, locked himself up. And just, and just stay.
And they just wait there for hours.
But he ran out. Oh my gosh! Like he's a Yeti, and they're all capturing him on footage. They're like Yeti on site, And I'm like,
And and another thing, why do all these people that are watching through May, why do they care about this guy so much?
Yeah,
like
that was really bad. Like all the freaking quotes. There was a couple funny ones. There was a couple funny ones.
Those quotes that keep showing.
They were so bad though. Some of them were kind of funny. I can't remember what they were.
Well, he's the deer killer. Remember?
No, that's.
But he's just talking about like when she's like in her bed, just sitting, and then all these quotes are coming up.
It's like good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah.
Most of them are like,
well, one of them when she woke up in the morning. One of the quotes says like, "Man, I wish I could cuddle with you right now," or something like that, or what you're wearing. It was just like creepy stuff.
But see,
all of those
even
creepy,
that, but that was
it's realistic. Like,
in the real life internet, if some girl was live streaming her life like that, that would be the nicest comment you would get.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. That would be the nicest. And in this
there
movie,
would
that was like
there would be like
one.
maybe half.
Can you imagine the actual internet if some girl was doing that? Oh man, it'd be terrible.
Well, girls do that. And people,
exactly.
Pay for it.
And like, another creepy part of this movie that's like, she only gets 3 minutes to go to the bathroom, and then the camera automatically turns on after 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
And it went on for like 10. It was like,
she's talking in the stalls. I'm addicted to speed now.
I remember when she said I got 3 minutes, and I literally counted. And it was like 5. I think.
It was definitely not 3
It
minutes.
was like this.
No, and then another awkward part, and then... Okay, so another awkward part was just like the concert at the beginning of the movie with Beck, and they're like, and here's Beck! Yeah. That's like an actual singer who's popular. And so that's the actual guy.
Did you
and they're
like
dancing in the concert, and they get to the front, they're dancing like, let's leave, and then they go to the back, and they go... And then they go
his office
to his
be
office.
that public?
Yeah, she gets into his office really easily.
No.
Did you like John Boyega?
That's what I was about to bring up. They underused...
They did. He was pretty good,
He was actually one to go.
Here's the problem I saw with his character. If he's supposedly off the radar kind of guy,
why is he there?
And if people already know who he is, why the hell would he be walking around?
Doesn't have a picture.
That's what I'm saying. There should be. There obviously is. Think about it. If he's a founder of the Circle, kind of like Steve Jobs, it's like you can't look up a profile about Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, without running into a picture of him.
Well, they'd be like...
But then he's like, I'm under the radar. I'm like, but you're walking around the campus.
I think Tom Hanks says later, like, May, what we want to give you this position we gave our founder was you can just do whatever projects you want. You can just roam around, do whatever you want, work on your own time.
That's true.
That's technically what he's doing. But really, he hates the company. He's trying to sabotage it. So why doesn't he just... This is my main problem. Why doesn't he actually just sabotage a company?
Why doesn't he do that?
Yeah, why does he need her? He's obviously the smartest one there.
What he just did in the movie, it was almost like he didn't even care about the company anymore. So like he was willing to do anything for her. You know,
but he doesn't do it.
When she was like,
but you don't see a love interest.
Like,
well, it doesn't even have to be love interest. It just doesn't make any sense.
At the end, everybody was like, "What you're about to do is gonna whatever." Yeah. I was like, that's almost like it's not his company, though. It's almost like he's giving it to
it's not. He's not the CEO. I mean, he's the founder, but I don't know. Does he own any stakes of this company anymore?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably. Because didn't she mention how rich she was, probably? He was like,
no, but who cares? That's like minor stuff. But the main thing is like he's the one. Remember that he's the one that hacks into those emails. To their emails, right? That everyone gets.
That popped up on the screen at the end. And
yeah. So why can't he just like destroy the company? He obviously could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't he just? He obviously doesn't like the company anymore. Why doesn't he just do it? And then he's like takes this interest in May, like that she can help him because he somehow sees that she doesn't like the company either for some reason.
I knew there was something about she.
And she works at the Circle. She's apparently remember in the interview she's apparently done all this research on the Circle and stuff. How does she not know who the founder looks like?
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, wait, you're him?
All I could think of was, and this might mean to be bleep, but like when she was following him down into these dark corridors and everything, all I could think of was like, this is like a recipe for a girl. If she didn't know this guy,
she kind of points it out.
She brought it up later on, saying, "Oh, I told her up." But still, I was just thinking at the same time. But why
go down in the first place?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, what she said was, I just love going down dark corridors.
But
why does she go?
But why does she still go?
Yeah,
that's all. And she doesn't even.
And she doesn't even know who that is. Yeah,
she doesn't even know him.
So one of the scenes that I actually liked.
Okay, well,
I think there was like maybe one scene that I liked in this movie.
The credits, yeah.
No, well, yeah, obviously. No, but it was whenever those two company people came up to her and told her that she's not doing enough. Like she was like, "Oh, do we work on weekends?" And they were like, "No, we're just doing all these fun party
They were
stuff."
pretty good actors.
I liked that part because it shows exactly what I hate about coworkers. That's why I get too involved in your life. That's the reason I like the scene. Like I was like, "Oh god, this is like
that was a
awful."
cringe scene.
It was really cringy, but cringy in a good way.
Do your coworkers listen to this podcast?
like the line where she was like,
just
I was kayaking. The guy was like, "You kayak? I kayak too.
We could have
went together."
See, that was almost like that. That's what the whole movie should have been like. Good creepy, like you can kind of see this. It's a little bit exaggerated, but you can kind of see this happening in the real world. But then it just like goes off the rails.
That's what I thought it was going to be. After seeing that,
scene. When she starts working there, that's probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And it lasts for like 2 minutes. So because then all of a sudden it escalates to her like live streaming her whole life. But
like, who would actually choose to do that? Like, you'd have to be insane.
No. The reason why she does it is dumb too. She gets caught on. She gets caught stealing the kayak.
Oh,
and then what does she say to him? Like secrets are
lies.
Secrets are lies.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh, I hate it.
And it's like it's a bad line, but then when it's delivered with bad acting, then it's even worse.
It's almost like they're trying to deliver some morals that are like what?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, so what if you're trying to? I don't know.
She's like. If I'm not watched, I do bad things. And I'm like, well, that's your problem.
Yeah, really.
Why don't you fix your own personality?
So my whole premise is my whole premise I wanted to bring up with that is like I do bad things if I'm not watched. I'm like, so if you are watched, you still want to do those bad things, but you're being watched, so you won't do it. The problem is that's not going to change the person's character.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we have to talk about. I guess we can end it because we kind of just bashing it.
Yeah.
We have to talk about. The scene where they cut to the parents.
That was all the messages.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And they're using like a penis pump.
Yeah.
They said, it's
one of the messages was like, well, I'm glad your parents can still do it despite their handicaps or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. People are being way too positive.
Some people would just be like, what the fuck? Like, imagine the news.
Well, like there was one. It was like all in Arabic, but it had like a bunch of exclamation
points. And even after that happens, May's still like, wait, why did you disconnect all your cameras? I don't get it.
It's like,
what do you think?
That's my problem with her this entire movie.
Well, and the other part that didn't make sense is when her parents said, we disabled our cameras. I'm like, how? If that company brought in to set it up,
there's like tiny little cameras, and if they're like this big, how'd they find them all?
Yeah, and not only that, but wouldn't they have probably gotten in trouble
for for messing
with the Circle's property or something? That's obviously.
Well, at that point, it's not like mandatory. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, it sounded like if it wasn't mandatory, why did they put him there?
She takes all this stuff in stride, though. Like she freaking ingests
something whenever she's at the doctor. The doctor doesn't tell her. I'd be like, I'd freak out if they told me this thing's doing
and then after you drink it, that's what's inside of you. Like, what do you mean that's what's inside?
But I think it's bad the way she accepts it. But I think that's kind of the point of it.
Just like you do it with
she gets to work at this cool tech company.
Well, it's just show how easily people are suckered to stuff like that. It's just like we all are today. Like with the tracking system thing on everyone's phone. They make it so, but it's good, it'll keep you safe. But they could use that too, though.
But I think, see, that's the thing. That's the good concept.
That's what I like. That's
almost
what I'm saying with
the circle around this movie. There's good concepts, like, the tracking, there's good and bad. Even with the health thing, there's good and bad. There can be good and bad with it.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, I liked what because they set it up not so much as to blatantly have a black and white picture of this, but to show you what do you think, ask you what do you think as an audience.
See, this movie would be like, especially how that company, the Circle, actually helps their parents get that dad get that surgery he couldn't get, right? And so you see the good, you see the good that the company can do, but instead, a better movie would have been like at the end. You have to choose whether this company is actually doing good or doing bad. But this movie just says, "Oh no!" By the time this movie ends, obviously everything this company is doing is bad.
Everything.
So you don't have to make a choice. You don't have to. You're just like,
everything's
you just know
bad, but it can apparently be fixed by going even further.
Yeah, or going on your kayak,
and having drones follow you and saying hi.
Before we move on to D9 District 9, I just want to point out how funny it was. Dany and I went and watched the movie, and it ended. And we were sitting there, and no one stood up.
Oh, okay, that was creepy.
That was weird. So we went at the matinee.
It's like people were expecting after credits or something. No. Me and Wylie were. It was pretty crowded. It was like 30.
It was crowded for us too. We were sitting in the front rows.
We were probably the youngest people there.
Yeah, maybe.
We went at the matinee. We also went at matinee at 12 p.m. Which was funny.
Well, that doesn't beat when we saw the spotlight and it was just two of us.
Yeah. No, but this was weird though. Like
for
everyone, no one stood up. We were standing
that's
up.
Really weird.
We were like, are there after credits or
something? Me,
Weston,
and Sean literally got out of there as soon as we could.
Well, that's what we were doing. We're like, and then we were going out fast, and we realized everyone else is sitting down. Like, it almost felt like they were absorbing a good movie or something. Yeah. And I was like, why don't people want to leave?
That man is just
why don't people want to leave?
So I get help.
Yeah.
So, you guys ready to rate it?
Yeah, we'll all give our ratings.
All right.
Wylie, go first.
First? Do I have to?
Yeah, go first.
You're the one who...
I'm going to honestly have to give it a half a star.
Are we doing half stars? We're going below 1?
Half.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's from 0 to 5, so... And we already do like 2.5 anyway.
Half. Are you doing? You want me to do average or you got it?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Alright, wow. Sean?
I am giving mine a 1.5.
Weston?
I'm giving it 2, honestly. It did have its moments, but other than that, it was crappy.
I was going to give it a 1.5, but since Weston gave it a 2, I'm giving it a 1. So
balance out.
I got to balance this out.
Okay.
Oh, dang, I messed up the math. Okay, hold on.
It balances out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, talking about it, I obviously hate it way more than I did on whenever we actually saw it.
Yeah.
No, I hate it while we saw it too. But I had 1.5 just because of the concept and
and
a couple one scene and then like Tom Hanks' last.
Well, I'm giving it 1 for a concept and 2 for a couple scenes that I actually like.
You gave it a 2.
Other than that, yeah, the rest of it.
I gave it a 1. So like Blake. So 6 divided by 5. 1.2 out of 5 is our average.
This is our lowest rated movie by far.
So definitely don't watch this movie unless I don't know you
unless you want to
like bad movies. Or something.
All right, so
now and I will say just before we start District 9, I'm glad I didn't see the new Beauty and the Beast because Emma Watson is terrible.
Yeah, and honestly, the sad thing is, I mean, I don't know if you guys like books or not, but I'm really sad. This is probably going to deter a lot of people from reading the book. The Circle.
Probably.
I mean, I'm not one to pick a book and read much. But
I'd probably have to disagree because it would actually probably drive people more to read the book.
I don't know. After seeing a movie like that, I would never read it.
But almost everyone knows that
the book is better.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: do you want to read the book?
Yeah. Actually,
but I mean, like people always say that with like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Well, but those movies are actually good movies.
No, I'm not. That's not my.
Like this is a really bad movie.
That's not my point, though. My point is that it will usually drive people to read the books.
Granted, I never heard of the Circle book.
I haven't either.
But after watching the movie, I wouldn't read the book.
Yeah, that's how
I wouldn't either.
I heard this book was good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this movie's so bad, I don't want to read it. But that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, there are movies that are based off books that are so terrible.
I understand
but I'll really good books.
When you read the book, you're engraved the images of the actors and actresses.
Yeah, I watched the movie first.
I mean, I may probably not, but I may just because I still like that concept. I thought.
Yeah, no,
it's
the concept's good. Yeah, maybe the
So maybe the book is good. So I don't know.
So District 9.
All right. Yep.
Oh yeah. Now we start our review of District 9.
Breaking news. The whole world is watching. The course of human history has changed today.
The ship appears to be stopping over Johannesburg City.
They're spending so much money to keep them here when they could be spending it on other things. At least they're keeping them separate from us.
How do your weapons work?
We're coming to you from the entrance of District 9, the refugee camp set up to separate aliens from the general population.
They told me I was gonna get a vest. Don't worry about the vest, it'll be fine. Any new agents? Open the door, please.
This is an amazing find.
I haven't seen this type of setup. I don't know, this has got the markings there of, so it's definitely alien, but it's not a weapon.
We're seeing heavily armed forces being deployed into District 9.
Nobody really knew what this place was.
Find the freak.
It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be clean. Best of all,
It's gonna be quiet.
There's a lot of secrets in District 9.
Wow, what a trailer! Okay, let me read the
description,
the summary. Yeah.
Then you want me to do some notes on it?
Oh yeah, it's your movie. An extraterrestrial race forced to live in slum-like conditions on Earth suddenly finds a kindred spirit and a government agent who is exposed to the biotechnology. That's kind of a spoiler.
That's a big spoiler.
That's basically the main spoiler.
That is because I'm not.
We'll go non-spoilers
because we're still in non-spoilers.
Hold on. So let me just ask you this: Why did you choose this movie? And then you tell us.
I chose this movie because I didn't realize how old it was. Not old, but it came out in 2009.
That's
it came out 8 years ago.
Okay.
Which it doesn't seem like it. And now looking back, I'm like, my dad let me watch this when I was 10. That's what I'm like.
I remember back then just to say I wanted to watch it really bad when I heard about it, but then I was like, "No, Sean, you can't watch it."
Yeah, my parents not going to watch it. 8 years ago,
and I was like, "But it's Peter Jackson, Dad." Dad's like, "Yeah."
Well, no, but
he didn't direct it though.
He produced.
Well, he produced it. Still, I knew it was Peter Jackson producing it. I was like,
I picked this movie because I really wanted to watch it again, and I remember it being a good movie, but I couldn't quite figure out all the plot points, and I just thought you guys would enjoy it, even though you've all probably seen it before.
Had any of you guys?
First time.
This is my second time.
I watched it halfway through.
So this is your first time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My app that I was watching it on crashed.
Have you seen it before? Yeah.
No, before?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Sean, me, Weston, and Blake, this is our first time.
So for Sean, me, Weston, and Blake.
You just said...
So the four people just out of the...
You meant Wylie, you said Weston. Yeah. Okay.
So, sorry, Sean, Weston, and Blake have not seen this movie before. Danny and I have.
Yeah.
Wylie talking. So just to clarify,
over and out.
None of us have seen this movie before. None of us watched it. So we're just going to be talking about the trailer.
We don't trust it. Wylie after Gattaca.
Okay.
So.
After Gattaca, yeah. I'm hoping this redeemed myself.
So this is the movie about the aliens, right?
Well, technically they're called prawns or like crawdads or something.
Prawns. Crawdads. Crawfish.
I kind of look at them more as crickets.
Crickets?
They're more bug-like.
Whoa, okay, let's make... Are these spoilers? No, I can't.
No, just, okay, do your thing.
Alright, so we started a new thing where the person that picked the movie is just going to get some just kind of notes and some cool facts about the movie. So, it is directed by Neil Blomkamp. It made... I want to say it made $115 million.
Worldwide or just
Danny's
domestic?
checking that worldwide. Its budget was...
That's not a lot.
Its budget...
That's actually a lot for this movie.
Yeah.
It was $30 million budget.
Yeah, the budget was Well, thank you, Danny. That was the budget was $30 million. And now for some interesting facts. The story of the location, it was filmed in Johannesburg, but the slum that they're in was actually a real slum that people were living in. Like, but actually had just got... All of them had just got evicted.
The place that
in South Africa.
Okay, so they actually filmed there?
Yeah, yeah. And that's I don't know the entire slum. Maybe they added some in. But the slum there is actually housed people, and they had just got recently evicted.
Wow.
Yeah, because apparently they were there like illegally or something. Anyways, and then yeah, I know. And then another interesting fact is that one actor plays all the talking aliens.
Which
was there an actor?
Makes sense.
That makes sense. One voice actor voices all the talking.
Like there's a voice actor for BB-8.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, actually, BB-8 had two voices.
That's it. Yeah,
okay, nerd, calm down.
That's simple because first off, they're all CGI. Second off, they could take that one guy's voice that he does do for this stuff, and they could just change the tones, like make it a deeper pitch, high pitch for each.
That's you can tell.
Yeah.
But so how about you have anything else?
No, not really.
You go first.
All right, me. I thought this was a pretty good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. Granted, I knew it was going to happen even if I hadn't watched it before. But the trailer and the summary obviously gives that away. But I thought this was a good movie. I really liked it. There were a couple parts I didn't like, but I'll save those for the spoiler section. Sean?
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was
good.
I wanted to see it a long time, but I just never got around to it, and I'm really glad I did. And it turned out I wasn't expecting it to be as good as I thought it would be, so I was really happy. Really happy with it.
Weston?
Alright, well, unlike The Circle, this was a good movie, and Miss Wylie, you've redeemed yourself from the Gotta Go film, which didn't really care about. But, sorry. Won't bash you any further with that, but yeah, this movie...
we will. We definitely will.
Okay, you liked it, Danny.
Yeah, Danny actually liked it, though, so it's even worse.
I'd give it like a 3 rating, I think.
I gave it a 3.5. I probably should have gone lower. I kind of gave it just 3.5 because you guys were like, I wanted to make you feel better.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow.
Okay. I enjoyed parts. Okay, whatever. We talked about it.
But anyways, yeah, this movie, I mean, wasn't what I was expecting, I guess, just based on the trailers or for what people were talking about back in the day. But yeah, one thing I'll mention though, the director of this movie, I've actually seen Elysium before I saw this.
Oh yeah,
which I thought was decent, but this is definitely a much better movie just because the character development was like 10 times better.
Anyway, it was fantastic.
So yeah, I loved it. I like this movie a lot.
Blake?
This movie is worse than Get Out.
It's worse than The Circle. No, that's impossible.
I'm giving this movie a 0.5. No.
Don't Look Up is better than The Circle, I'll tell you that.
Oh, true.
That's definitely true. I like this movie a lot, too, for all the reasons stated already. I also really liked how it was shot. Yeah. That's not spoilers. I liked how it was shot at the beginning in documentary style. Then it goes like to actual like normal.
Yeah, it was like intercut throughout.
Yeah,
it's like interviews. Yeah,
and then at the very end it goes back to documentary style, and I really like that because it's like part found footage, part documentary, and then part like actual movie.
Yeah,
and I thought that was really cool.
And just for me, I really like this movie a lot. Along the lines of what Blake was saying, with the documentary style and just the way it's shot, even when it's not documentary, just action, it feels like really grounded. Even though it's an alien movie, all the aliens feel like just a form of humans that are just weird looking.
I think the bond,
it doesn't feel like they're strong. Even though you can tell they're stronger than humans are, it doesn't really feel like that.
Not only that, but I think a lot of that has to do with the sense of they made it to where it doesn't feel like they're obviously it feels like they're intruding, but it doesn't feel like they're any better. But a lot of it, I think that reason is because they can understand each other's languages.
I thought,
yeah, they can understand, but the reason why these aliens aren't better is because they explain it. They say these aliens were just like the working class aliens of their species, and all the leaders and stuff died or weren't there in that ship. So basically, the aliens that are on this Earth were just the lower class aliens from the other species. That's why they can't really do anything or mobilize or anything. Because if they could, like, we see the weapons they have; those are stronger than any U.S. weapons or world weapons, I guess, in this case. So if they had leadership and smarter aliens, they probably would have.
You can tell it was more of a working mining ship.
They say that.
I probably missed that. But I thought that was really cool. Just the whole setup with that kind of unknown species, and then it turns out like they have no leader. They're sick. Most of them they're weak, and so then they set them up in this establishment.
Yeah, a lot of like first contact movies are like with races that are way more advanced than us. This one was like.
It left you
like we
mystery.
Controlled them.
Yeah.
Like we can control these aliens somehow, but there's literally millions of them.
Well, the start of the movie makes it feel like it's going to be a first contact. These aliens are better. We don't know what's in the ship, and then it just skips forward in time, and all of a sudden, it's just like they're refugees, but they're aliens. It just turns into basically a refugee movie. Yeah, refugee movie with aliens, which is it's a good concept.
I would argue. That while it isn't a refugee movie, I would argue that while I was watching it, I got a lot of parallels to like black people in like the times of like segregation, where like obviously they were supposedly like equal, but it was separate but equal. But even going farther than that, because you think about it, there were signs saying no prawns here.
It's
stuff
really
like
obvious they're trying to do the segregation.
Okay. Yeah.
Segregation, but I think it's speaking more to. Refugees from different war countries. That's more what it's talking about.
Kind of like in World War II, it didn't matter. Nobody could tell the difference between most Asiatic countries, but if you were anything similar to looking like a Japanese, they would put you in concentration camps.
Yeah, just any kind of internment camp or
anything to contain to make sure.
That's what it's basically talking about.
And it's not because it has nothing to do with. Well, I mean, I guess it can have something to do with racism, but it's just threats. People are scared.
I don't know if it's racism. I think it's more like
not. I'm talking.
People are afraid of stuff they don't know, but it's more like what's the word for that? Nationalism, not nationalism.
Like fear of the
threats,
unknown.
Containment. It's the containment of the threat.
It's this unknown threat that's invaded their country, and they're trying to contain it.
Well, they're kind of like a plague.
That's normal
to them. Because they're kind of
they're just taking resources.
Dirty,
they're taking resources from the town also.
I said racism in regards to the fact of what we did to most Asiatic people who lived on the West Coast.
I think it's a combination of stuff.
But
it's a combination.
But in this movie, in this case, we have this unknown aliens. We don't know what they're fully capable of. So
I think to a point at the beginning they don't know. That's why they put them there.
Yeah.
I think eventually they know like these aliens aren't going to do anything to them.
But when they found these aliens, they're all sick and dying. They don't know what.
Yeah, but they've lived there now. They know they can interact with humans. Nothing's going to happen.
Those in particular. But I'm saying, if anything went wrong, what if one of them could easily develop something and communicate, with their mother world back home?
Yeah.
There's so many things people develop that kind of security for.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move into spoilers. The part that you just mentioned when they found them in a world like that, which is supposed to be based in the present. Do you think that all of that when they're going in the ship and everything, you think that would have been on national television?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Well, because the thing's already there.
Yeah,
like they can't really hide anything if the thing's already up in the sky and everyone.
It hovers nearly over a city.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a room somewhere where they filmed the moon landing, but
Utah. I've looked into that. I've read a lot of people.
I mean, you can't. They probably couldn't keep the news because the news has its own helicopters and all that, so they could just send them up there anyway.
Yeah,
but they were like GoPros attached to bodies, like to soldiers and stuff. It looked like.
I think they would just because it was already like known around the world that there's this thing in the sky.
Yeah, they would have definitely broadcast it. Yeah, but I guess that's kind of a
because it's cool because this is one of the first movies that we've seen ever of aliens not being like a more superior race or more superior being.
This is what makes this movie really fresh for me and new. It wasn't your typical alien invasion, so come here attack us, like like aliens, War of the Worlds, that kind of stuff. That typical stuff, or Independence Day. I'm tired of that. This was more different. It was more unique. It was fresh. I love how different they went with this.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Except Alien and Aliens is nothing like it.
Yeah, but they're a threat. That typical threat. You know what I'm saying?
Shade says
they're always a threat.
But like, that's just like this movie's using aliens as a vehicle just to speak about refugees and how they're treated and stuff
racism.
Like that. Yeah. But that's what I like about it. But you do also get the alien parts too with the guns and I thought it was cool with the humans can't use the guns because it's biotech.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why that Charlotte Copley becomes so important. Yeah.
I would say
I like the cult that was basically built up around them, like the crime lords in there. I like that basically cult that they had formed because it's something that it's in South Africa.
Yeah.
Like the crime lord obviously wanted these weapons so he could take over the country. Maybe not take over the country, but just become more powerful himself.
He wanted to be able to use the weapons.
He wanted to use the weapons, so he was trying any way he could. And it was like kind of like, I don't want to say a cult, but he's trying to form his own.
But I mean,
it was definitely a cult because when they were at the end of the movie when they restricted him and he had those kind of shamanistic women.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And stuff, and they were
and they want to eat the flesh. Yeah. So they can.
Well, I think that's
that was definitely a cult.
I think that's the good. There's kind of like it's almost telling. So that cult, right? And you look at that cult almost as they look dumb almost, but they also look like evil to a degree because they're trying to use these alien technology for more power.
Yeah.
But you see the government's doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
they're more government. I think that's kind of almost what it's like. It's almost pointing out to like even real life when you see like the government doing something evil, and you look at it as in a higher sense than like a gang doing something evil, even if they're trying to do the same thing, but just get more power through legal means.
That's what drives me nuts about a lot of the big shots in power. Kind of like with Hitler and the Jews during the Holocaust, they would experiment on them.
Yeah,
and it's so easy, and they're fine. They're calling it, but hey, we're the higher race. We're gonna develop the Aryan race. Perfect blonde-haired, blue-eyed people.
Like everything in the government buildings, everything they shot in the government buildings was really cool.
Yeah,
because it was really uncomfortable. Because he's still human whenever they were shooting.
Well, I hated the. Well, I liked how they built it. They made you feel like, oh my god! Like it made you feel like this poor. And then they brought up that
his friend.
Yeah, that not. It was just some random alien.
And they shoot him.
And then the fourth, and I was like, it made you feel bad, and I was just like, God.
And then they told his wife that he was having sex with these aliens.
Yeah,
and that's
they told everyone. They put on the news. Yeah.
But
you can tell the government just doesn't like, and you can see that happening in real life. Like, let's say this scenario happened in real life. Yeah. They would probably try to hide it way better than they did in this movie, but you could still see them doing that. But if they found a human that could use advanced technology, they would probably treat him like that.
And that's what they wanted to do.
And even worse, he was married to the that lady whose dad was like the leader of it,
the dog.
And he doesn't. Yeah, and he doesn't even care. Like he's just lying to everything.
It's just so.
But that's good casting though. Like you're supposed to hate him.
Yeah.
So that's good casting. He's really good.
Yeah, but every scene in that, whenever they were going to kill him just to harvest his body because they didn't want him to get too far in the process.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to try and make it to where the person is still human but has alien also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
they're saying he's like the first successful.
Yeah, because there's like. That implies that there's more. I don't know how
they tried it before, stuff like that.
So my favorite scenes in this movie was the development between the main character. I forget his name. It was a unique name. It was like it started with an M.
Nigel.
Wickus.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Wickus.
Yeah.
But his last name started with an M, I think.
Merway?
Yeah, I don't know.
Merway, I don't know.
But,
it's a very long name.
But him and the alien Christopher,
yeah,
I thought they were really cool. I especially loved the dialogues they had. And especially when they broke into that government building.
Yeah.
And
I felt really bad for Christopher because he saw his friend there. I was just like, oh.
It's like a huge suicide mission.
And then I liked when he said, I like how that catches, because it captures that, the sentiment that these aliens, they value their family a lot. It goes like, what about your son? And then you see how he snaps and then, runs back over to Wickus. But it was just those scenes, and then just the dialogue, especially with when Wickus got shot by the guard entering that door, and then he fired and blew up the guard, and the alien was like, "Oh, fuck." It's like, I thought you said not to kill anyone. It's like, but he shot me back. He was like,
the action scenes are pretty good.
For me, my favorite thing that contributed to the style of the movie would be I loved the fact that they showed the progression and based on hours of his transformation.
Yeah, that's true.
I think with Christopher, especially his character, his character gives you the alien point of view, because you don't really get it from any of the other aliens, really. And the alien point, he's the smartest, and so you can tell these aliens they don't want to be there either. It's not like they want to be in this country, taking up all this space and being this little confined space. They just want to get back to their home too. And the people that stops them from getting home is the government.
Yeah,
which is. The government's trying to ship them out because they don't want them there.
Because they want their weapons.
But it's ironic because they're the ones that stops them from actually leaving the planet too. Mm-hmm. Because he had already set up this whole ship where he was going to be able to get back to the main ship and fix it. Mm-hmm. But of course the government comes in and stops it with their regulations and all this. We're going to move you and you can't have all this technology and stuff like that.
And then it leaves you really intriguing. And I like how him and Wickus developed a promise to each other. It's
out of necessity, both of them.
And then I like how at the very end when Wicker's telling him go get your kid out of here before I change. No, when he was
what's his name again?
Wickus.
Wickus.
W-I-K-U-S.
I like that little kid though.
Wickus is obviously he's the main character. He's obviously the best character because he goes through so much progression. He start at the very beginning of the movie. He's the government official that's evil.
Oh yeah,
and you see that, and then he progresses throughout the movie. And even then, at the very end, he's not at the very end. Whenever that happens, he finally redeems himself completely. But even then, he didn't want to he didn't because it was going to be 3 years, and he thought that it was going to be.
And that's what made it cool to me is that the alien is I got to get back to my homeworld, tell my people what's going on here. So it left that question in me, and I doubt there will obviously be a sequel at this point or any explanation. But it's just really cool. So what will Christopher do when he gets back? What's going to happen? They do at the end. I like that.
I know they talked about sequel, but I don't think they ever.
Man, the ending was fantastic. It was phenomenal. The flower, and you get to see what's presumably Wickus folding the flower while he's in full transformation.
Yeah.
And then she was saying, and they was oh, it's just rubbish. It's not by him. And she's and I know it isn't. And then it shows him putting it together. But the fact that he is still him. It's not like he lost his mind.
My question is, that means the prawns must not be capable of speaking English. Maybe they're formed because he would be able to speak English.
But they're able to understand each other, though.
Exactly, which is, I don't know, maybe he can't speak English.
But I also
well, his mouth is different, so.
Yeah.
I also liked...
But you'd think he'd be able to write.
But hold on, before that, what you said earlier, I don't think he's evil, even in the beginning.
Well,
I think
evil.
He's more portraying the ignorant...
your typical government agent.
He's portraying the ignorant government agent that's just following protocol or rules or whatever. And then slowly he starts to learn, with his transformation, he starts to take their side.
Yeah,
see what their
human attributes.
And he doesn't take their side at the very beginning. That's what I was going to say.
Well, he takes their side almost out of necessity because he becomes one of them.
Something I like about another thing that I like about the movie is he is helping Christopher for selfish reasons, and Christopher's helping him for extremely selfish reasons.
Yeah. And that's just human instinct. At the core, it's most people. You're doing something for some selfish reason.
Yeah, because Christopher didn't lie to him because he said he could help him once he gets to his ship, but he didn't tell him the whole truth that it's going to take 3 years for him to transform him back because he's got to go back to his home world.
Yeah.
And so it was just that's the main reason why Wickus ended up not wanting to help Christopher. That's why he ended up throwing locking him out of the ship and trying to take off to the mothership by himself.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what was y'all's favorite scene. I'll start with mine. Mine was when that the big machine. It's
like a neck repair.
Yeah,
like a
Yeah, when it starts just like going off, and then they just start shooting it, and it just holds its arm out, and it's making like that force, like that field. It's just collecting the bullets.
I got it. Titanfall,
exactly.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
They probably got that from this movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I do find it hysterical. The little leader in his wheelchair. Just that thing popped into his skull and his head inflated.
Oh, yeah.
I just kind of like it was gross. I was like, but at the same time, I just kind of found it kind of comical because here he is blabbing.
See, that's another. Like, we talked about Free Fire last week, where a guy's about to monologue and they just get killed before the monologue. That happened in this movie too with that leader guy. He's like about to start talking.
The thing is, a lot of movies, it's hard to keep big deaths like that with alien weapons from becoming cartoonish. But they did a great... Like, most of the time you think of somebody exploding, a lot of the times it's cartoonish. But in this movie,
it made you feel
doesn't
I
seem
think,
like it.
that's what I was saying earlier about it feeling grounded.
Yeah.
I think they do... The CG is really good, especially the aliens. They don't feel like...
Very good CG.
It just feels like they're just on Earth walking around.
Yeah.
And for a $30 million budget, that's...
You could tell that, and obviously you could see they were CG, but like it was good. CG.
But I'd like to see what it looks like 8 years into the future now.
Because the actor Wickus, it actually felt like he was interacting with an actual alien.
Yeah.
And that's why that's a good...
And I will say, so what we've been talking about, like we've been talking about this movie as really serious, but especially the first half is more funny than anything else.
Yeah.
When he's going around knocking all the doors and like telling him to get out and stuff, he's really funny.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's all like an arrogant, like
or like when he first sprays himself with that fuel stuff, and he's like, "Don't get that on camera," and he's like,
"Take that camera off."
And they're still recording.
And then, like after that, then it just gets all serious. Like
I will say, so that was that stuff he gets on him is fuel for the ship.
Yeah.
So. How does fuel for the alien ship turn him into a human?
They kept calling it a special liquid.
Well, no.
Yeah, but it was fuel, though.
It is, but Christopher, if you listen to one of his dialogues, when he noticed that, he said there's only one way that could happen. But he doesn't explain what.
Yeah, I don't get,
was.
But still, in any scenario, how could fuel for a ship turn a human into an alien?
I don't know. Contamination.
We don't really know what was in the liquid.
We don't know.
But it was fuel, though.
Like, it could have been bio.
Yeah,
like
they call it as fuel.
Chemical.
But it's obviously something.
For me, I just don't buy that.
There were... I'm having a hard time remembering, but there were a few things in this movie that didn't make sense, though.
Like what?
Like,
well, there was one scene. There was one scene where he was standing on the fields overlooking the district, and then a car comes up behind him, and he immediately ducks. But the car already has a clear field of view. Should have seen him for like miles away.
And
the guard gets out and starts walking around, looking around like you didn't see him there the whole time when he drove up to be.
It's literally like
it was like.
I will say the weakest part of this movie, and like it really slows down almost when he first gets out of the prison and he goes back to the alien camp almost, and he's not in the alien camp, but he's kind of on the side and he's just like sitting there and he calls his wife. And obviously it's sad, but I'm like, it's kind of slow. And you feel the part of the movie where it really slows down.
And he's just being betrayed.
But it picks
by
up
everybody.
at the end, though.
I don't think so. I really like that part, though.
Which part?
With the phone when he talk to his wife and all that.
But she just called him so they could listen.
Tap,
yeah.
Which is like makes you feel like he's been betrayed by everybody.
And then he's like, and then he cuts off his. This is what I was wondering too. You know that part where he cuts off his finger?
Yeah.
He's obviously trying to cut off the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So why doesn't it just start at the end and cut off the whole thing? Why does he go finger by finger?
Well, he wanted to know how much it was going to... Like, he probably just wanted to test.
But that's like 5 times pain if you're going finger by finger.
No, like, he I think what he was trying to do was, like, he was just trying to test, like, is this going to hurt as much as I think it's going to if I cut off my arm?
Yeah. But you go all at once. That's still obviously going to hurt. You're cutting off part of your hand.
But he was starting to have second thoughts. Is this a good idea? And then he was like, because when they tested the nerve pain in the labs, and they were like saying, "Oh, it's already it's already part." So he's probably trying to. He wanted to cut off his arm, but he's like, it could kill him. The shock. I mean, he's already going through enough pain. He's already going through.
And plus, it is his arm too.
And it is his arm,
or at least hand though. He could have gone hand,
but.
Because the way they set it up, it looked like he was going to go finger by
finger. Danny, the axe...
But it looked like he was going to go finger by finger, though.
Danny, but the axe head is like this.
Yeah, you'd have to...
His entire hand wide is like this.
No, he could have done hand. I remember watching, I was like, okay, he could have definitely gone hand. I know he could have. Yeah, go back and watch. I was like, he should have definitely done hand because it looked like the way he was doing it, he was going to go finger by finger, and then he realized the first finger like hurt really bad. He should have gone hand.
I don't think he was ever like. I think at the very beginning, whenever because he was about to chop his arm off.
I don't think he ever
had
does
a second thought. No, he was. He was like this. He was about to do it, and he was about to chop his arm off, and then he just went for a finger because he wanted to.
He should have gone hand. Should have gone hand.
But well, okay, yeah, when you're watching a movie, you would think that. But what if you were there in that situation?
But it's okay.
You probably would have had second thoughts too.
I would have killed myself.
His overall goal was at least to cut the hand off.
I probably would have killed myself.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah,
especially after he like leaves that burger joint.
Yeah,
and he's like, "You were ordered by law to give me food."
I liked his transformation though. Like it was pretty cool watching him transform.
You never really see him like get the right arm. He only has the left arm.
But you see like the freaking
parts coming out of the other.
Or is it his right arm that gets?
It's his left arm. Wait,
it's his left.
No,
arm.
it is his left arm.
Man, I was eating.
It's his left side of the body. Though.
Yeah.
I was eating when he started peeling his nails off, and oh my gosh, I was done.
That was terrible.
At the very end, his eye is just like.
I like that.
That was cool. How he had one regular eye.
It was really cool.
Okay, let me talk about that scene since you brought it up. The villain's death was glorious. The mercenary
at the end
who was saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
He would not die. He just like kept. I thought I was like, "Yep, this is the scene he's gonna die." And he
like the rockets. When he launched the rockets, I was like, "Surely he's dead." And I'm like, "Oh no!"
I swear.
Or the car crashes. His car crashes.
Okay,
too.
but
even at the very end of the movie, I didn't see a scratch on him. Seriously,
I liked his death though. It was satisfying.
When all the prawns
because he shot two of the guys, and then
they all just
like I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking they were like at a slowly mutilating. What did I say? Weston, stop.
No. You were like talking, and then Weston like comes in with one word like, "Okay."
Well, because I'm trying to finish what I'm trying to say.
Sorry, just talk.
So like, I thought they were like gonna make it, the usual slow screeching death, kind of thing. Yeah. But it was just like pop his head off and he was like dead. And I was like, okay, my eyes are wide. And what was that was the thing, the action in the third ending, the third act. It was. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah,
with the cars ramming into each other, or
with him like in that suit.
Yeah,
and you can tell he's still kind of clumsy with it because he's not actually really good with it still. Yeah, I really like the ending.
But he was limping, and the guy with the anti-tank rifle, that shot him 2 times, and he turned around, and the guy was like, and then he just got lit up. But I just there were so many scenes in this. If you look it up on YouTube, Peter Jackson was working on a Halo film, and there's actually an action scene from his movie that he teased.
No, he was the producer and the director of District 9 was working on that Halo movie. With Peter Jackson being the producer until they canceled it and decided to work on District 9.
Well, my whole point is if you look at the action scenes in that, and then you watch District 9, you can see the similarities with the urban environment
and with the combat.
Just camera angles on the soldiers and the fighting.
Did he actually ever direct that movie, or did it get canceled?
I think he directed
the Halo movie.
He was directing.
Is it a CGI movie?
No,
it's real life. You can look up the scene. It's on YouTube. The whole thing.
The movie.
It's like a 15-minute.
He didn't direct it though.
The director of District 9 did direct it, and Peter Jackson. Yeah, Peter Jackson was the producer. Yeah.
I don't think
both of them were working on this movie.
I don't remember a live-action Halo movie.
Yeah, I don't think it was a live-action.
I think there was a CGI one, or I think there was a CGI one that I watched. I think it was the.
Yeah, see, he's not. I think it was I'm looking at his stuff right now.
Okay.
There's a Halo short.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
but that was part of the movie they were working on until it got canceled.
It's not. It's a short. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys want to go ahead and rate District 9?
Sure.
Yeah, I will say before we were talking about sequel. Even last year, apparently, he was talking about a sequel. They said the other writer that he had, Terry Tatchell, they wrote an 18-page treatment that they have, but he said it's a really effing cool idea, but that he doesn't want to commit to it yet. So
I wish he would.
We could get one. We might get one someday.
He would have so much potential for that. Yeah. It'd be really cool.
Can I add one more random topic though?
About
the movie?
It's a sequel related. It's it's similar. Okay. They're talking about works of Edge of Tomorrow too. They're making a sequel. Yeah, I just want to know what you guys think about that. Just quick thoughts.
I haven't watched it.
I don't think we need a sequel.
I haven't watched it.
I think it is. I don't
think we need a sequel.
Yeah.
Because Emily Blunt dies.
Yeah, I think it is
end,
being
so.
worked on because he said it's a sequel but a prequel as well.
Oh yeah.
To the film.
Okay, yeah.
I think it is being worked on, so I don't know. It could
maybe
be bad
prequel,
or it could be.
because I know
just
Emily Blunt dies at the end of Edge of Tomorrow. So
A prequel would be kind of cool because
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
well, it's been out forever.
that didn't spoil anything.
If it was a prequel,
It's not really a
it'd be
spoiler.
pretty
You kind of know she's gonna die.
If it was a prequel, it'd be pretty cool because
Yeah.
then you can see Emily Blunt actually doing the things that because she had that ability and then she lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
to spoil
I guess in the prequel you know that. Maybe I don't know.
All right, well,
I kind of like just knowing that movie's a
Yeah.
standalone. Though I can just go watch it.
I mean, Edge of Tomorrow was awesome. So.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to
Yeah, we'll give our ratings.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, cool. Who wants to go? I'm not going first this time.
Alright, I'll give mine 4.5.
All right.
Same 4.5. I really liked it.
Same for me too.
Yeah, I'm honestly.
Oh
giving
my
it 4.
gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Good movie.
Yeah.
So our average is
4.5.
I don't like everyone giving the same rating. This is why I said.
Well,
at least we had a good conversation.
definitely wasn't
about
a
it.
No, but if that's
Yeah.
what you really think, that's fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't a 5, but it definitely wasn't a 4.
Next time we gotta like write them
Because
down
it
so
did
no one
have
copies
issues,
anyone.
but it was very much.
I mean, that's honestly what I was thinking the whole time. So.
That's alright. Well, I watched it a few months ago. I gave it 4.5 But okay.
All
right.
right,
Now we'll do our so Wiley's out this week.
Yeah.
We gotta
Do
give
you,
him
do you
a
want to do the 5-star review?
Yeah,
real
you
quick
can
first.
While Dan's putting all this in, we can
What do you
want
wanna
to
do?
5-star review.
The 5-star
Okay,
review. Yeah. So we started a new thing last week. We said we're going to start giving everybody that gives us a 5-star review. We're going to start saying their name and saying what they said. So this week we have a 5-star review by J.R.H. Worth that said, "Love it." He said, "It makes me want to see more movies." Well, J.R.H. Worth, I guess we hope you do watch more movies because
movies are awesome.
That's all we do.
Movies are awesome.
Yeah.
Movies are awesome. More.
And good news, my watch just got delivered from Amazon.
Oh, hey, neat.
I got a notification.
Hey, neat. By the way, Santa Claus. No, I can't.
Okay.
Why do you want to wear a watch?
Because look good. I got a white watch.
You got the. Oh man, what kind?
It kind of looks the same. It's a little different though.
Oh,
I'll show you a picture.
No, it's okay. You can not show me.
No, I'm gonna show you a picture.
Is it digital or does it have an actual hand?
No, it has an actual hand thing. It was like I think $20. Okay, anyway.
All right, you got.
so
So now somebody has to choose the topic.
No. We do it randomly. So you're number
randomly.
1. You're number 2.
I'm number 4?
3. Do you want to be number 4?
No, I'll be number 3.
Okay, you're number 3,
So
and I'll be
1,
number
2,
4.
3, 4.
And I'm on Google random number.
It's gonna be 4.
Here we go. Come on, 4. Ah, it's a 1.
All right.
That was one last week too.
I will let you know. You can pick the promise.
For random topic?
No, you do random topic, and at the end you choose our movie.
You're choosing movie
of the
too.
week.
Oh, I'm choosing the movie.
No, but at the end.
the
Do
end.
your
You're
random
doing
topic.
random
first.
topic
You can do
and
both.
movie.
My random topic.
Yeah, do both.
Call of Duty World War II.
All right.
The reveal. So, when it comes to I'm excited because that it brought back good vibes. I grew up with the original Call of Duty games, which were all World War II setting, and gosh, it was so much fun. Good days. So I'm really excited for this because it's going back to World War II, and I wonder what they're going to do though because if it says World War II, well, that's kind of a broad topic.
Yeah.
What do you have? The Pacific Front, the Western Front, Eastern Front, African Front, Japan, China.
Well,
you got it. You got it everywhere. So, my whole thing is, are they just revealing the Normandy? Because all they showed in the trailer was the campaign with the Big Red One company regiment.
The Bloody First, I guess.
The Bloody First.
Yeah.
So, is that the whole story, or are they going to do more with other nations?
Yeah, I think they could do both. I think they're definitely gonna. I think it's gonna be a lot of World at War.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably what's gonna be like. That's what I hope it's like at least.
I've heard rumors though that if Sledgehammer's is doing this, then Treyarch is going to do another World War II as well.
World War II, another one.
But they'll probably
It
do
might
a
be more
World at
broad.
War. Where they'll focus with the Russians
Imagine if
and the
we
Pacific.
so this
again.
year we're getting Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Are we?
What if next year we get World at War remastered?
Well, that's the rumors I heard. And then I also
yeah. This year we're getting Modern Warfare 2 remastered. Right?
No.
Have they announced that? They haven't
I
announced
thought
that.
so.
That's why I said-
Actually, that makes no sense because this is a Treyarch game.
Yeah.
And
to me, World at War.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
So which ones has Sledgehammer developed?
Which ones did they
develop? They developed Advanced Warfare. They developed...
they helped on Black Ops 3.
They helped on Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops 2.
Master.
Sledgehammer did...
Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Modern Warfare 3.
Maybe we'll get Modern Warfare 3
not multiplayer. Raven Software did multiplayer.
They did campaign, I think.
They did campaign. Yeah. Which was good.
I like the campaign.
Modern Warfare 3 quickscopes.
But like...
True.
So what I know is that it's just going to be fun no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just really, really excited.
I'm just hoping to God that they don't somehow try and incorporate all these flying suits and all. And I honestly think...
They won't.
I think...
They already revealed it.
I know. As much as... like party games and stuff. But as much as it hurts me to say this, I don't think this Call of Duty is going to get as many sales.
Oh, it's going to get a ton of sales.
No, because think about the demographic of the people that buy Call of Duty right now. Think about that. Most of them are 16 and
over. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're saying, most of the people that play COD right now are younger people that are used. But think about all the older people that played the old CODs that are going to be excited for World War II.
That's true.
That one boots on the ground. There's way more of those people that played COD in its prime, that one boots on the ground, that are going to go get this game.
That's true.
And the younger kids are still going to get COD because it's COD.
It's World War II. I mean, there's still plenty younglings in our generation that love World War II.
No, and what 14-year-old that's playing Infinite Warfare right now is not going to get the new COD game.
That's true. Well, they should.
Basically, all they're doing is adding all the older people that don't play COD anymore because they don't like.
Yeah.
Plus, the two biggest shooters right now are Overwatch and Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Both those are.
And if a lot of them have Battlefield 1, and they're going to like.
Well, Battlefield 1's way worse than Call of Duty. So.
Okay. The recent
he admitted it.
Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare. Do you think that Battlefield 1 is worse than Advanced Warfare?
I think Call of Duty's all of their games are better than Battlefield.
Okay, now because both.
I honestly do. I mean, Battlefield's too big.
No, it's not.
Too big.
It's not.
But that's the thing. That's personal opinion.
No,
a lot of people like the big maps, the large scale epic battles.
EA doesn't have their gunplay. They don't have their gunplay refined.
The gunplay for Battlefield,
like Activision does.
It's way worse than COD's.
Well,
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, you need to play Battlefield 3 then. The gunplay is awesome.
But
no, seriously, I'm dead serious.
If you take the best game mechanics of any of the Battlefield games, it's like compared to the worst COD one, like Ghost.
No.
Because COD, that's the one thing COD always does right. They get their game mechanics right. They've mastered it down since like MW1.
It feels so good to shoot a gun in COD. Whereas in Battlefield 1, I'm like,
it feels good.
I'm like,
I don't know what
I'm trying. Like, I don't know if I should lead these people or actually shoot them. Like, I don't know how realistic they want to be in Battlefield 1.
I do agree. If they're
you guys are just Call of Duty gamer.
Martini.
He's not, but Blake's not though. Blake's not a huge COD fanboy.
But I know that pisses me off.
Okay.
But okay, so here's what I want to say. With Battlefield 1, I thought it was a big letdown because here's why. No, the multiplayer was fine. I loved it. It was fun, and there were several aspects that Blake pointed out with the guns. See, that's a problem that I think Battlefield has. They have a hard time capturing the feel a player can get with firing a
especially
weapon.
With their machine guns. Now, their snipers, I think...
snipers are amazing.
Are way more realistic than Call of Duty.
They're definitely way more realistic.
But that's what I like. But what's the realism?
I haven't finished. I haven't finished. So, I want to get a say on this. So, with that being said, with also the campaign... The single player for Battlefield 1, I just feel like they try so hard to make like almost like a freaking TV series.
You haven't even finished the campaign.
Isn't it
because I had no interest.
You have no say in
because I had no interest. The characters.
Isn't it 5 different parts of the war or something?
Yeah,
like
but I just seemed.
Well, I don't buy games for the campaign.
Well, that's why the Bad Company campaigns were really good. In the Battlefields, like Bad Company 2, that was good.
Well,
but now you guys played it, so you guys suck.
I played Bad Company.
You have?
Yeah.
Like the campaigns? Yeah. Oh, okay.
But,
well,
that was the best Battlefield.
Blake knows.
That was the best Battlefield game. So.
Yeah. And I just felt like EA was trying too hard to promote diversity agendas all around, and it was just like, really, we're gonna have a black German sniper, which was hardly unknown of. You can laugh, but read about it. There was
I'm agreeing with
historically on the Western Front. The chances of you running into okay, I'm not saying there were no blacks in the German army, but there were more reserved guys. They were guys mostly loaded supplies, did the cooking, that kind of stuff. And so it's just stuff like that bothers me, and it's just the fact, why can't we just let players customize what their skin tone is? Or like, hey, if I'm going to be a German sniper in the German army, can I just choose if I want to be black or not? Or it's well,
can you choose to be black?
I mean, I hate being black. Can I not just change it?
No, I'm just talking about, okay, look, I'm a white guy. Maybe I like to make a character in resemblance to me. Yeah. I'm not black.
I mean, 2K did try that.
So, but it's okay if you were black and you can play. Hey, why are there only white people that you can play in this game? It's like, okay, we'll make it diverse for you, but it's like, what? And it's like, I
understand that though.
That's what I'm trying to get at with the customizing parts. Like, why can't we customize? Call of Duty's doing that. Where's your game, Battlefield? Why can't we?
Where's your game, Battlefield?
It's like, that's all I'm saying. It's like,
see, I understand why they do that, because think about it. There's not very many black people in Call of Duty in any.
I know.
I get Sean's point of.
I get his point, but I think
I get his point of. Yeah, the chances of you running into a black German sniper are next to none. So why do they have to do that? But at the same time, they don't have to make the black character a German sniper, but they can put black characters in Battlefield. They just have to make him a German sniper. That's what Sean's.
Because they make them default. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, what about this? What about this? Where would they fit better?
In the American Army.
Actually. Even then, the Harlem Hellfighters, they were a very small group, and they were drafted into the French Army.
So that's one thing that I have problem with Battlefield 1. They had the freaking Harlem Hellfire on the front on their cover.
Yeah,
and you don't even get to play as a Harlem Hellfire.
Only in the very beginning.
Like, you don't get to play as them. That would have been so much cooler.
Yeah.
That would, yeah.
But
I agree. Battlefield sucks.
No, but
Infinite Warfare.
So Wylie, you say, why not? Where could they be? Well, they see with America, which we came in at the very last minute of the war. With Britain, though, especially, and France, they had colonial troops. France, they had Moroccan, Algerian.
In the 1920s.
No, 1920. World War I was over. World War I was over by 1918.
Okay, well...
Get your history straight, Wylie. Jeez.
Come on.
You're in college
1914 to 1918 World War I. I know this stuff.
When did World War II start?
For which army?
No, 1939.
For who?
1938.
That's when it started. Both between Japan and China, and then Germany and Poland.
When did America get involved? That's all I care about.
Come on, you don't know. You don't know.
On which front?
Okay.
I don't know Pearl Harbor.
Day of Infamy.
Yes.
What
December 7th, 1941.
Oh, come on.
I live in this.
I did know that. I know that. I knew it was in December.
I didn't know it was from 1941. I forgot.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't care that much, man. I'm not Japanese.
But you're American.
Really.
What? You're not Japanese.
You're American.
I'm not American either. I'm Indian.
You grew up in America.
You're American.
You speak American.
I'm only Indian.
Okay, well,
only Indian who's an American citizen.
I'll give Dany that.
And Trump, can you deport?
No, I'm American citizen.
Deport.
Hold on. Okay, so the only thing I'm worried about with this World War II game is that my skills aren't going to transfer, because I've gotten so used to these freaking. Overwatch.
Heroes never die. Oh wait, I can't do that.
Thank God. No, I'm so happy there's not going to be reses in this fucking game. No, sorry, that's just me. That's just me and Sean nerding out over Overwatch.
Okay, you gotta start writing it down, man.
But I'm afraid my skills from recent Call of Duty games are not going to transfer, because I've gotten so used to all this freaking mobility, and now I'm just going to be getting quick scoped every 2 seconds.
It's just all about adjusting, I guess. Yeah, but I get your point. I feel you.
I playing Modern Warfare Remastered brought back the rage that I always felt.
Playing these games. All right. After talking about that for about 13 minutes, Sean, would you like to go to the movie club movie?
I just want to say before that, though, Battlefield sucks.
Well,
I just want to say, Infinite Warfare's multiplayer was.
No, Weston. Would you take if you had to take Battlefield's franchise or COD's franchise? No. Answer my question. If you had to take Battlefield's franchise or COD's franchise, which one do you pick? And then the other one gets deleted, and you never have it again.
Battlefield.
I've
been a Battlefield fan all my life.
But you've been a COD fan too.
See, that's a wrong decision.
No, I like COD. I've always been a Battlefield fan.
Think about the millions of. Think about compared to just thousands of Battlefield fans. Think about all the enjoyment.
No, there's a million. There's like millions.
Okay,
of
but
if there's as much Battlefield fans as there are Call of Duty.
That is
fans.
not true.
That's not true. Yeah, just wrong, Weston. It's just sales numbers. Go look at sales numbers. It's not right. It's just not right.
Yeah, but all that matters is what's a better game, not just by sales or popularity.
Yeah, but I'm saying COD's a better game too. Probably because it makes way more money than Battlefield does.
Okay, I think Call of Duty does better with the campaigns and all that, but I think Battlefield does better with multiplayer.
But more people play Call of Duty.
And a lot of people would agree on me on that. I'm dead serious. But you all will agree.
The whole reason people
most of you will agree.
Wait, you're saying we agree with you that the Battlefield multiplayer is better than COD?
Oh, you guys are just playing. I mean, besides Blake, he's more of an Overwatch fangirl. Boy, sorry.
The whole
but you guys play Call of Duty most of your lives, and I play Battlefield most of my life, so we're going to have to argue with each other.
Overwatch ever again.
But
at least I'm giving COD compliments. You guys are not giving Battlefield.
Oh, I'm giving Battlefield compliments. I love playing Battlefield.
When did Wylie and I play on the Xbox?
Yeah, I love playing Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield just as much as Call of Duty. Well,
I think that's not true. I think Battlefield does vehicular warfare really well, but I think its gunplay is awful.
I think the gunplay is good. I like the real
Call of Duty's mechanics are what makes people buy that game.
That's what I will give you this. The Call of Duty gunplay mechanics is more satisfying, but I still just like the gunplay in Battlefield for its realism. But I agree, Call of Duty's gunplay is better.
Okay, if there was one fantastic Battlefield game that I'll have to agree was completely awesome, it was Bad Company 2.
It was Battlefront.
True, actually.
But, I mean...
That's the best Battlefield game we've ever made.
Oh my gosh. I'm more excited for Call.
Now people are saying Battlefront 2 is a Battlefield 1 reskin, so people are flip-flopping. Whatever's in the Frostbite engine, people are saying it's this reskin.
Listen, you have to learn that the internet is the realm where people say a lot of crap just to annoy the heck out of other people.
I guess so.
No way.
No, people actually...
But if it's
that's
true...
actual opinion.
Oh, it can be true, but they still say it to annoy people.
Yeah.
Battlefront and Battlefield really did.
Triggered.
Alright, well, after that rant...
Wait, so what would everyone else take?
Oh my god.
COD or Battlefield?
I'd take COD.
Alright, let's just go through COD. So you're the only one that
you're
takes
wrong.
Battlefield.
You lose. Battlefield's gone. Battlefield's gone forever.
If we were to have 1 million subscribers right now, they'll all be totally against.
You're right.
Listen, you're acting like Battlefield has more fans than COD. That's just not right. It's just wrong.
A lot of people... No.
But a lot of people...
It'll be so mixed.
No, Weston, let me ask you this. Do you think Call of Duty or Battlefield, which one has more fans?
Call of Duty has more popularity.
So there you go. But I'm saying it's like you're saying it's like
you think it's close. You think it's like 55-45.
You're saying I'm saying it's probably like
I'm saying
15
I'm just
to
more of a
85.
Call of Duty guy, a Battlefield guy. Okay, that's
like 80-20.
I'm not saying one is better than the other. I just prefer.
Well, you just said
Battlefield. I play Battlefield games all my life. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
all right.
Okay, no,
and you guys are more into COD.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But you're acting like it's like a close fan base. Like it's 50-50 or 49-51. It's not even close, man.
Yeah.
COD destroys it in sales.
Dude, have you looked at comment sections all over the internet?
No, okay, no.
Videos all over the internet.
Yeah, so, wait, no.
I find a whole lot of
Weston, obviously if you're watching Battlefield gameplay and you go in the comment section, there's going to be more Battlefield fanboys. You can't look at a YouTube comment section and be like, oh, it's 50-50.
It's just like me looking at a Call of Duty comment section.
Exactly.
For Battlefield 1.
That's why you need to look at mainly. You have to look at sales.
Like, even Infinite Warfare, with all the hate on it, it still outsold Battlefield 1 by a lot.
It did.
And it had a better campaign.
Well, I didn't really play Battlefield campaign.
Infinite Warfare had an amazing campaign.
It was good.
I would give it that. It was one of the best COD campaigns ever.
The space was fun, but then it got kind of like tiresome towards the end.
Did you care about the characters though?
The characters were awesome.
I did. The characters are really well developed, I thought.
I like the guy, I guess, but he dies, so...
There was a robot that was pretty cool, too. So.
Oh, yeah.
The robot's cool.
Yeah. He dies.
That's true. Why is, like, in COD the best character a robot, and in Rogue One the best character is a robot?
It's always a robot.
There's always a similarity.
Shut the heck up. No one cares about your stupid robot fan fiction. What your frickin'
honestly, when you think about it,
oh, boy.
you have Call of Duty franchise... Battlefield franchise, The Circle, Rogue One.
I thought you were going to say Star Wars franchise.
So was that the first one out of the Circle that you were saying when you were saying The Circle is probably the worst top two?
Oh yeah. If you had to go watch a movie again, would you rather watch Rogue One or The Circle?
On The Circle, because I like to laugh at it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, I agree.
I'm out of this podcast.
Weston's left the building.
Weston has
All right. We kind of basically we'll just title this episode of COD versus the Battlefield.
Want me to show that video on your face, by the way?
What video?
Oh boy, he hasn't seen it yet. Oh, he needs to see it.
Yeah, did you watch the video he sent it?
Oh boy,
it's pretty funny.
Is it good?
Yeah,
you'll see it.
Okay.
But Sean, you gotta pick the movie for us this week.
Oh boy.
Any movie in your arsenal.
Any movie.
Any 3.5 movie in your arsenal. I'm just kidding.
Das Boot. Or The Promise.
No, you don't pick one. Don't
pick one that's in
theaters.
theaters.
Yeah, don't pick one.
We're already going Guardians anyway, so
Try to go with something different.
Well, we could just pay for Guardians and then just go to The Promise.
Why would we do that though?
No, I can't steal money from movie theaters.
Yeah, honestly, I have to support.
They're dying.
Well, true. Reasonably.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
It's fine.
We forgive you.
Dead air. So Weston, I guess while Sean's thinking, I'm going to argue with Weston with him.
Roast him.
Now, did you think Battlefront was better than Battlefield 1?
Oh,
I think it was.
Oh, dude,
what?
What? On the list real quick.
I mean,
Battlefront like so much content.
It did like a lot of content, but geez,
okay, I did like the
Star
gunplay.
Wars.
It's Star Wars and the gunplay.
It's the same game,
graphics.
man.
Yes, it was great.
It's the same game, dude. Why are you arguing?
It
about
is
it?
not okay.
It'd be like me arguing Episode 4 or New Hope.
Now, if you'd rather have the
episode 7 or New Hope.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Honestly.
If you'd rather have the Battlefront franchise or Battlefield, which
true.
Battlefront, because Battlefront
exactly.
2
I think Battlefront.
Because
well,
Battlefront 2.
You just went to his fanboy.
No, because look at Battlefront 2 right now.
The first two Battlefront games are awesome. Also.
No, but he's saying
Battlefront 2 is like making up for the first Battlefront.
Well, it hasn't even come out. How do you know?
Dude, have you been hearing it?
Hey man, can't Star Wars.
All three eras, more heroes, more
What's let me ask you this question.
Already more content.
Let me ask you this question, okay?
Please.
And plus the first two Battlefronts
What
were
did
really good.
be quiet. What did you think of No Man's Sky before it came out?
Oh, I didn't even care about that.
Okay, but you...
I don't know. I didn't understand that.
Liar. I was excited for that game before I saw the reviews.
It was crap.
Look up Star Citizen. Look up
you got No Man's Sky?
Well, Star Citizen's
no,
been
but Taylor's dad
like 10 years now.
But you should be more hyped for that.
150 million.
No Man's Sky was just like...
But people were hyped for Battlefront 1, too.
Oh, big time.
Oh, for Battlefront? Oh, yeah.
I pre-ordered
like,
that
for
game.
fans.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like myself. I was...
So what if this one... Yeah, people were excited for Rogue One. Look how bad that turned out. I mean, Star Wars can have misses.
Opinions. Anyways, back to Battlefront.
Facts.
Wylie.
Alternative facts.
Fate of Fierce was worse. Okay.
Oh, boy.
We can argue about that. Fate of Fierce had like so many problems too.
I agree. It did.
But at least I gave it 3.5 stars, and I'm being merciful. I still enjoy it. You have her with a movie I liked. It was all just, oh, hey, Rogue One sucks, without even giving it any sort of. Like,
well, he just doesn't like Star Wars, man.
It's not that I don't like Star Wars. Rogue One is a bad movie.
Yeah, Rogue One did have issues. I thought just as much as The Force Awakens, to be honest.
Whoa, okay.
Force Awakens was a complete fan service. The entire movie was just like...
Wait, hold on.
But it actually furthered the story.
Just like Rogue One.
It actually furthered the story, though.
Yeah, Weston, wait. And you...
It didn't.
You say the reason you like...
It was a complete copy.
But Weston, you say the reason you like Rogue One is because of fan service. You're like, oh, all the little moments of fan service throughout the movie. That's why I like it so much. Vader fan service.
No, I'm just saying you can. No, I'd say you can argue against that with the same reasons. Force Awakens had the same problem. It's like, oh, I remember that. That's like a new Hobo. Oh, look, X-Wings. Oh, look, the Millennium Falcon. Oh my gosh, Han Solo, Chewie, they're back.
But Han Solo's the main part of the story, though. You can take Vader out of Rogue One, and it makes no difference.
That's true.
Until then.
But I mean,
even at the end, why?
It was
doesn't matter. We know they're going to get the plans there. Yeah, but it doesn't need to be.
That's so awesome, though.
Han Solo is a main part of...
Let's say they did like a spin-off of like some kind of like DC film, and then at the last moment or whatever, Batman shows up, does all these cool stunts.
I would be like, yeah,
without serving the plot at all. You said you would have been like, oh yeah, that
but hold on, awesome. Batman's a good character though.
So is Vader.
I'm just kidding. All right,
Sean, you have your movie?
You got to hear what me and Weston argue about all the time.
I know.
All right.
But just Weston's side. So I'm sorry.
It comes down to 2 movies, so I'm trying to...
Flip a coin.
Oh, yeah. Let's flip. I'll do random number generator.
Yeah, that bottle.
Don't tell us either movie.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1 and 2. Have them in your head. One of them's 1, other 2. Okay, right?
All right, so you know which
hold
one.
on. Let me write that.
Not on this piece of paper, my guy.
Just have it in your head. Just have it in your head.
You have 2 ideas?
Okay, I got it.
Right,
I got it.
There's 2.
Okay, Fury.
Oh,
nice.
Man.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
One was the other one was Waterloo. It was between that or Fury.
I think I saw the end of Fury while I was at the cigar bar with my friend. As it was playing in the background. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
That's a good movie.
That's a good choice. Fury. I was going to watch it this week anyway. I really was, so that's good.
Make sure it has some background on it too.
Yeah, like I.
Do some little research on it.
I already.
He can probably check. He's good to go.
You know me.
He can talk about it right now.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's keep the podcast rolling.
You know the same director that did Fury did Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I know. But this movie's pretty good.
No.
This movie's actually good though.
This movie's
actually good.
That's an automatic
What the
1-star.
heck happened?
Well, get that.
Well, the guy who edited Suicide Squad was the guy who did the trailers for it, so that's why it turned out bad.
All right.
Here, hold on.
Some
Hold on.
idiots edited the movie.
What are you doing?
What are you looking at? The Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, just for Wiley's
I
convenience.
think it's like 80.
Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Okay, 77% on Rotten
That's not
Tomatoes.
bad.
I think Suicide Squad could have been good.
84%.
Hold on. Because of the
audience
backlash.
score, 77% tomato meter.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
All right.
That's a new story.
It definitely could have been.
I think that's a wrap.
So.
Yeah, this is a long one. Next week we're doing Fury.
Fury
and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
We're ready.
Baby.
Okay, just a heads up, by the way. Don't send Rotten Tomatoes scores before I see the movie, Weston. I'm trying to avoid. You did it for the Circle.
I know.
So don't do it. I don't want to know.
I don't want to checked already.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
was just trying to start.
Didn't I tell you?
No,
right
I
before
wasn't.
the-
I said that because I was like, that's not a good sign. I was getting worried.
Anyway. I just
That's
don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about Guardians. I'm going to watch this movie. So
good.
matter.
Come in with a fresh mind. I know. Don't do whatever.
Because you watch all these reviews before you go.
I know. I'm
telling you right. I'm telling you right before.
No,
it
it's
starts. 42. No, okay.
It's 42.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be in the
Marvel
90s.
movie.
It's going to be in the
It's not going to be
90s.
that low.
It's going to be in the 90s.
Marvel movies don't go below.
It's gonna be in the
Marvel
90s.
movies
I've already seen some stuff.
I'm predicting 4
Even though I'm trying to actively avoid it, I've already seen stuff that says it's worse than the first one. So
Me too.
okay.
Great.
Or not as good.
So,
quote
what?
unquote.
A little note to leave off with the Fury: when you watch it with a steady mind. In other words, like, pay attention. Pay attention.
How long is it?
I don't pay attention to
Not like so much as a plot, but just what's going on. How is it affecting these guys? And you don't be one of those. That's kind of stupid. Pay attention to why. You have to understand why, and try to sort that out
But I'm
yourself.
smart ass.
Oh, I know you are. I know you are. I know how you are in Overwatch.
Okay.
All right.
You don't need to bring
So
that
why
in.
you just want to give us give
Yeah. Yeah, if
our
that's a
social
wrap,
medias?
we can go. We can run through the social medias. Our Instagram happens to be at Dumb People versus Movies. Our Twitter is Dumb PPL versus Movies. That is the abbreviation for people.
We can end it right at 12 a.m.
And the Twitter. Sorry, we just said Twitter. The Facebook is Dumb People versus Movies. Our Instagram. Our Gmail is dumbpeopleversusmovies at gmail.com if you want to send us any hate mail or saying, hey, I love you guys. Or our PayPal is... No, I'm kidding. But I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. And rate us on iTunes 5 stars, just
Helps
as
out.
J.R.H. Worth did today. Thank you for that. It helps us out, helps us... get our name out there, and we will also, if you give us 5 stars, we will read your review. So thank you very much for listening.
Bye.